Smart way since
No. What are you doing?
Are you leaving Bayern? Or are you fucking leaving?
He didn't even finish his sentence. Will be their trends real.
Characters.
You ran out of characters,
I've been here for about how many seasons now? 3 seasons. And
Rams will kidnap the ball boy, and Rams will be the guy who like, the champion. Wait. Aren't you a bit old to?
This is one of my favorite moments on this stream. When they found a way to write a bigger message on the name.
Smart way since man. Scored the free kick and won the penalty.
But lost.
Scored the free kick and won the penalty. So like, there's nothing more he could do. Like, basically, he showed up. So the last person you can blame is the same. He scored the free kick and he won the penalty. So, you know, there's only so much one man kicker can do. There's only so much one man can do. There's only basically the last person you can criticize is Mbappe because he showed up. He showed up. Mbappe, he showed up. Mbappe showed up. Okay. Look it up. Now, here's the thing right there. Is this the real Egg Boy hero? Or is this the fake one? Egg Boy hero. Is this the real Egg Boy hero? Okay. because it's probably true. So basically, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Jules Kounde. We're gonna talk about the new chief Oga, which is Pedri. Pedri is the new best player in the world. He has now overtaken Rafinha, who had a disaster class. We're gonna talk about Pedri. We're gonna talk about Yamal. We're gonna talk about Carlo. We're gonna talk about Vini. And we're going to talk about referees. We're going to talk about... There's so much stuff to talk about.
Nah,
guys,
not talk. We're going to talk. Like, we need to talk.
No. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. Go talk. Go talk. We'll go talk. Okay, we'll go talk. So, guys, you know what it is. Welcome to the show. Remember, guys, like the vid. Subscribe if you're new. Guys, if there's anything you tell the heart to show, please help support the show and support this channel by sending in your dubs. Remember, guys, OnlyFans is done. OnlyFans is overrated. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp has now made OnlyFans a bit weird. So no, I will not be subscribing to Gabi Zuniga's OnlyFans. The money goes towards better cameras and a better freaking show, man. So shout out to your boys. But
So wait a minute, does this mean that you still subscribe to Rachel?
Shh. So remember, send in your dubs and your super chats to help support this show. Thank you for your patronage, man. So guys, let's just get a raw reaction here, guys. Let's just get
Shout out.
My thing
pull up my API for a raw reaction.
Well, what do you mean by a raw reaction? You see, all you guys, you basically change it so you never know who is who, bro.
Yeah, it's really
Oh yeah,
good.
that's wild.
Can we actually start there?
Can you pull up my API for a while?
Wait, because my thing though is, you see, let's be real should have lost that game a lot earlier. Real should have lost their game. So it was actually shocking they actually even got themselves back into the game. But if you're Real, Okay, did the referee screw Real?
Absolutely not.
What?
No.
Oh.
No.
What?
It should have been.
No.
If we've been real, there should have been a penalty on Ferran Torres.
I don't want to know.
There should have been
I
a
don't want
Oh,
to
no,
know.
that's very true because also okay, no, let's deal with this first. Hold on, let's actually deal with this first, and we get to the game. Rafinha dive or penalty?
Yeah.
Rafinha dive or penalty?
That was a
No, that wasn't a penalty.
It was a dive.
It was a dive. It was a dive.
You see, I think at first look, but when I looked at him, I was more like he sold it a lot.
Yep.
Well, that's why
He was falling before any tackle.
VAR only works if it's for Madrid's favor, bro. That's the disgusting thing about today, bro.
No. But look, for me, I just feel that look, Barcelona was simply just the superior team. They were simply the superior team, and
It was a surprise. It went to extra time.
No. I think
No, that's second half. Nah,
second half. No. First half, Barca came smack them. But I think then Real Madrid then were able to now get back into that second half to now say what's up. Look, that's my Mbappe freaking. Okay,
Mbappe finally got the free kick.
No. Has that account been taken down?
Yes.
No. Although I think no. I think he's changing. I think he's changing to
what?
Mbappe to win a UCL.
Hold on. Wait. Where's that break? Where's that? Next thing it'll be like, Mbappe finds life on Mars. Oh, for Mbappe to find life on Neptune. No.
It's just Mbappe's first trophy for Madrid. That's
No. Terminate the whole thing. Okay, so look, let's just get raw reactions here. So let me go to your boy Weedman, and then come to you, Vic. So Weedman, talk to me.
Bro, sometimes you just lose games, man. Sometimes you just lose. It was a really good game. Barca are better. They just are. They have a better manager. He just is better. The way that insane that he makes one just little adjustment and just one change, and then it completely neutralizes everything that we're doing in the second half. Because the way that we were absolutely overpowering them, we have these physical midfielders, and in the second half, we were actually using these physical midfielders to just overpower them and actually take advantage of the fact that we have these we have this advantage that we have, right? Because Barcelona aren't as physically strong. And we finally used it for once against them, and yet we don't lose Champions League finals. We lose Copa. We lose the finals. The thing is that once Flick made the change of bringing Araujo in, and he kind of just neutralized everything that we were doing. Vinicius getting out was later than that. Already, once he made that change, Barcelona were already looking much better, looking more dangerous. They were getting opportunities. The second goal, because he made the change after they scored the second goal, them getting the second goal was sort of him getting bailed out. He took a chance. He was already planning on bringing Araujo on with it being 1-1, but then they conceded 2-1. And he took it. He was still going to take a chance with that substitution, and he got bailed out with that second goal, which he did. Sometimes you just get bailed out by a goal, right? Sometimes you just get a goal out of nothing.
Yeah.
Courtois, only thing I will say, my goalkeeper, the only thing I will say is just what a time to make a mistake, man. What a time to make that kind of mistake. You have saved us multiple times. You have been the reason we have won matches. I will say nothing else. Just what a time to make a mistake.
So hold on. What was the mistake for the Ferran Torres goal?
Yeah, for the Ferran Torres goal. He shouldn't have come out.
It shouldn't have come out.
But here's the thing. It's not even that bad of a mistake. And that's all I'll say about it. It's just what a time to make it. Like, you've said this multiple times. I can never do anything bad against you.
Yeah.
And so they get the second goal. And from there, they're just more comfortable. They're more comfortable in defense. They seem to have a structure which is going to be neutralizing our attack. And already we look like we're
Whoa!
Okay.
Wait,
bro,
what happened?
That's wild.
That's wild, bro. That's wait, Gatlo, just please, let's not before you destroys me. Basically, I saw Rudiger with an AK-47.
Yeah.
Weedman, please continue.
I saw that video on Twitter. Yeah, I saw it.
If that video,
With him smiling like a crazy guy.
Honestly, though, you can't lie. Dude was coming.
Wait. Weedman, continue.
So the thing is, once we concede the third goal, it's just the game's already slipping away from us. It's a mistake by Brahim Diaz. It's just sometimes
but let's be real. that could have gone to penalties, and I think Real would have won on penalties.
You say that, but the thing is, Courtois is not great at penalties. Like, he didn't save a penalty against Atletico.
Between him and Marlboro Lights, who do you choose in penalties?
Bro, Marlboro Light's not bad at penalties.
Yeah, Marlboro Light is actually decent.
Yeah, he's really decent. He's actually very good. And we already had what's it called? Vinicius off. We had Rudiger off. Most of our takers were gone. Jude was not able to walk practically. I don't know how he would have taken a pen. So I don't know if he win a penalty shootout, to be fair. No, the mistake was not by Modric. The pass was good. Brahim Diaz is backing off, and if he just goes to the ball, Kounde can never get to it.
He lost his Moroccan status.
Yeah.
The pass was looking dangerous a bit.
It's like, should you really be making that pass in that area?
I think it's one of those when the guy was already thinking of the counter before he got the ball.
Exactly.
Rather than going to go and get it done.
And Carlo was saying at halftime and extra time, protect the ball. And unfortunately,
it's really 50-50.
we protect the ball that one time, and it cost us. And it sucks, man, because we really did so well to come back in so unlikely circumstances. It really felt as if we just come around a corner.
And let's be real, Mbappe would have won that penalty and scored that penalty if Homeboy wasn't offside, bro.
Bro, Brahim Diaz is.
I've realized many of your stuff.
It's so frustrating, and it's one of those games where just you can't really say much. The referee did nothing. In fact, he was favoring us. Referee was actually any 50-50 call was really going towards us. And I still stand by the fact that he shouldn't referee this game. And you saw he was
we have ballers.
Yeah, the decision was being affected, and he was
100%. Like, basically, you could even see from even when he took his medal, he looked like if he wanted to jump off a bridge.
The guy was scared for his shot. The guy was scared for his life.
But Kenny, my point is that if you're scared, then you shouldn't be refereeing the game.
Yeah, I agree.
That's straight up influencing.
Honestly, from the beginning of this match, you can tell like dude was like scared shitless.
His face during the VAR check, it was dude. The VAR check, he was shitting his fucking pants. And he was like, I don't know if I can give this, and I don't know if I can give this. He literally was just so shoulders down, talking to everyone, just come like, please, just let me look at this. And the thing is, the decision was right.
See, at the end of the day,
the decision by VAR,
he didn't actually make any. Like, let's be real, all the big calls, he didn't actually get any of the calls wrong.
For VAR to tell him, just look at this one more time, it's the last decision of the game. You have to just look at this. It's also the correct thing. Like, nothing was incorrect, and so Real Madrid have never, have nothing to say with the referees right now. No complaints. Rudiger going crazy, I understand, just because the game you went from winning it, you have no control because you're not in the game.
But Whitman, should he be throwing something at the referee?
Oh, that's crazy, bro. It was it's also Rudiger. It's Rudiger.
Yes, he threw something.
There is something wrong with the guy. Like the way he celebrates when he scores penalties as well. There's something wrong with the guy. You have to forgive him.
Man, it's fine.
Do you think that was the Chelsea coming out of him? Do you think that was the sort of
RDS, relax. RDS, focus on Bilbao. Focus on Bilbao. Focus on Bilbao.
Yeah, but bro, I don't know. I'm just sad, man. And because this was such a good chance, we really could have won this game. We could have denied this treble talk, and now we have to go and win the league. There's still a trophy to play for. There's a trophy to play for. We can still we can beat Barcelona now. We know we can beat these guys. We know we're not going to get pinched.
I don't know about that.
Hold on.
Someone said it, innit? Not me, innit? But I agree with that person as well, innit? But I didn't. I was not the one that.
He's trying to hype himself up, man.
I have hyped myself up. No, but here's the thing: there is a chance, right? There's a trophy to win. There's a trophy to win, and we need to focus on that. We can't let this derail our season. And I'm afraid that it will, because we were so emotionally invested in the two Champions League and the Copa del Rey, and it's gone. And so I think that just the mentality of the players is so fried. You saw it in the end. Like, you saw how furious everyone was. Everyone thinks that the season's over. There's still a trophy to play for, but I think that the belief is just gone. I think that...
for me, that's my thing, is like, the way that this went down and the way that this thing lost, do Real still have the heart and the belief for that league?
It's just
all the guys that got red carded, are they going to be suspended for the next league game, or is it just cup? Like they just cup tied.
It's cup. Unless the game is for 3 or more games.
I was gonna say it would be a favor if Lucas Vasquez was suspended.
Seriously, bro.
No, do you know why I was laughing? Like when Lucas Vasquez was subbed off, he was basically like swearing to himself. And I'm like,
that's the best bit of play you've done the whole season.
It's like Lucas Vasquez, like, what, you expect to play better? Like, you expect more from yourself? Like, what? Wait, hold on. Let me bring in Vic. Talk to me, man, Vic.
Yo, campeones. Let's go. HH, bro. This is a good deal because the whining and the, I don't know if I can say the B word here. The whining and the crying and the complaining from the Madrid fans, bro. And Florentino, Perez, the entire institution, Real Madrid TV for the past few years. Bro, no institution in football can do the disgusting, sleazy, disgraceful thing Real Madrid is doing right now, bro. And the way, bro, this is such 4D chess from Perez.
What are we doing that's so disgusting?
Hold on. Silence. Let me cook. The way, bro, they decided to complain and add pressure before this final, bro. It showed, bro, because VAR only works when it was for Real Madrid, bro. No time, bro, they check disgraceful 50-50 deals going against us. And again, bro, I'm glad, bro, we found a way to push through this disgusting referee, bro. And we won. Shout out to Pedri. You know, bro, it's time to drop the Rafinha Ballon d'Or post. Just time to put it all on Pedri.
Yeah, no. I think that's the key thing. Like, I mean, we'll get to afterwards, but I think that there should now be an official Pedri Ballon d'Or push. Because I think, again, that goal has maybe put some aspect, but just he played so well that basically he played so well, and Rafinha played so ass. I think guys are like, wait, hang on. This Pedri guy, maybe this guy is really the heartbeat of this entire team, and the most important piece of this whole team.
We had the Real Madrid TV every week, every match, and you feel comfortable about the referees. They act like they are the only football club in the entirety of Spain that is having errors in every match. Even if you watch mid-table teams,
and everyone's acting like we're the only ones that
hold up. They're not the only team having bad referee decisions. But
we're not the only ones that complain.
Complaining, bro. They're the only one crying, bro. They're the only one.
Bro, what the fuck are you saying? You're wrong.
And then, bro, they have it. They step it a step further, bro. They pretend to be the victims of this whole thing, bro. And look, bro, with the Caso Negreira, bro, it's in trial, bro. How about we wait and see how that ends up? But for now, bro, hold that, bro. Hold that, bro. No, we're not paying Negreira anymore, bro. Hold that beating, bro.
Wait, hold up. You said you're not paying him anymore, so you used to pay him.
You used to pay them.
Yeah, that's what's fine.
You just snitched on yourself.
No, but can I explain that? Let me explain.
I said no. You don't. No, there's nothing to explain. You just snitched on yourself.
No, let me explain, bro. You can pay, but you need to find out what was the payment for. That's why the trial is in. So yeah, you can't just get trial just for the payment. You need to see what it was for. Right? That's just to clarify that. That's where the trial is at. But all of this.
Okay. So for some reason, basically you were just paying him because you just wanted just to pay him, just for a laugh.
We'll see.
Yes, we shall see.
One last thing,
yes.
Shout out to our defense with the high line and the offside trap. It was indeed very effective. And bro, I'm surprised that no one has figured it out other than who was it? Which was the team that figured it out the most? I think it was Bet. There's only a few teams that had figured out how to break the line. Mbappe broke in. He finally scored a free kick, and it was against us.
Yes.
So shout out to him.
Great free kick.
I know he scored, but relax, man.
No, come on, guys. Hold on. That was a great free kick. Come on, bro. That clips the bar. I know it was clutch as well. Come on, bro. Come on.
The post.
The post. And it's made it 1-1 when Real needed it, bro. So come on, bro. And everything.
All right, boys. Yeah, take care.
What's it called? Can you talk to me, man? And remember, guys, drop a like. Can you talk to me?
Can I see
no. Let me go bar.
Let me go out the bar.
Yeah, okay, I'm Barry and Zombies. Go for it.
Bro, I think this match took like 10 years of my life, man. I was so nervous. But dude, overall, this game, like in the first half, yeah, it was pretty much domination for Barcelona. It was like men against boys. But then afterwards, in the second half, what was really annoying was that the lead was only 1-0. So I knew that if you just kept it 1-0, then they always have that hope of coming back, and that's what happened. They just needed a moment. And Mbappe, hey, look, man, even though HQ y'all took a lot of L's, this is a slight W today. He scored a free kick, and Tchouaméni also with the corner, a good goal. So we were down. But one thing I said about this team a while ago is that they can win in different manners. They can beat you up, they can win in 1-0, or they can win in the trenches. And today, with the difficulty of losing 2-1, Real had all the momentum. They still find a way to win, and I'm just happy because I think if we would have lost, especially in extra time, if you lost in extra time, emotionally it would have been crazy, and then you have to turn up against.
But actually, let me ask you, so do you think this will affect you guys physically for Wednesday?
Maybe a little bit because it was a hard effort, but Flick made some substitutions. Pedri got rested. Araujo came in just to get some movement. Maybe we might use him in the tie against Inter. He just made everyone play. So even though it was very grueling physically, emotionally, everyone got to play their part in this victory. So good for them. And this whole treble thing, we have to see again. The UCL is going to be very hard to beat Inter, but we're going to see what happens. I'm just happy because right now it's 3-3 against Real. So if we go 4-4, then yeah. And one thing, I think someone said, we're not going to see Nomad until August, boys. We're not going to see him until August.
Womad. Okay, so before I go to Zombies, guys, remember, what's it called? My mods, what's it called? Witzy and Hamza, man, get my likes up. Witzy and Hamza, my mods, get those likes up, please. Encourage guys to like the vid. Zombies, talk to me.
Yo, how's everybody doing today?
Yeah, man, we're alive, baby.
Good. Man, whew, what a game, man. What a game. Another El Clasico, another controversy. Look, the first half of this game, we basically were dominating Real Madrid, but the second half, it was now becoming a real game. Look, this I'm not gonna lie, I thought we were gonna lose this, but somehow we were able to come back. Another remontada, so. But shout out to us. Look, you got to give props to Real Madrid, despite what's going on with them. Look, you can't lie. They kind of gave the game to us, but we were able to come back.
Were you at 2-1 down? Were you worried, or you believed in the team to come back when you were 2-1 down?
I'm glad you asked that question because I remember you saying, and I believe this too when you said this in one of your streams, that Barcelona is now one of those teams where they believe they can always score, and that's a dangerous mindset. So I believe that we can come back, and what do you know? All it took was one substitution, and we came back. So, but at the end of the day, I gotta say this: Pedri's the man, and he should be in the Ballon d'Or. He should be in the Ballon d'Or because if it were not for Pedri, we probably would have lost. Like the way he just handles that midfield, like in the whole, he slows it down, and that's what Barcelona needed. Because look, I'll tell you this: Rafinha wasn't doing anything. Like the chances this dude missed.
Forget about the chances. He couldn't beat a man. Pause. So.
No, I see what you're saying, but yeah, he couldn't.
You could say get past
the
man.
ball.
He
couldn't beat Vasquez of all people.
We know what HH does.
My name is shut up and focus on Tuesday, bro. Yeah, Zombies.
But he wasn't getting past the best. So, but look, it is what it is. Look, I hope he can do better come this Wednesday. Other than that, not a very good game from him. The Shark lives.
Very good goal.
Got a touch moment for him. So, for people that's saying that, Fred has this, Fred has that, look, the Shark lives. It just tells you that. Like what you said, a broken clock, is right on the day. So, and Kounde.
Okay, hold on.
Break.
Yeah.
Well, however you say it,
Zombies, you're never gonna get away with that.
Yeah,
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, a broken clock is right.
He basically does. If he just says it really quickly under the breath, we'll just move on. Guys, zombies, there are like 8 other guys that are literally looking for bricks. Guys are actively looking for bricks here. Nothing gets past the panel.
To be fair, in 2025, that's an analog.
Leave him alone, man. He's hyped. He's hyped, man.
Okay, hold on. There's zombies because
I'll speak after zombies.
Look, and then that Kounde goal.
Yep.
And then that Kounde goal, what a goal by him, all because of Modric, man. That pass he did was bad. That was bad. But other than that, look, congrats, man. We won the Copa del Rey. Now it's off to the UCL. I'm not gonna lie, this could be an affecting moment going into Wednesday because I noticed something. We were very fatigued, and look, I can't lie.
No, because that's why I asked Barry. Do you think playing the 120 could affect you guys? Remember, no Balde, no Ski. Could that affect you going into Wednesday?
Honestly, it can, HH. It can. Look, people could say whatever they want about Lewandowski, but at the end of the day, the dude he scores. So it's like, it's gonna be a problem. And Balde, he's gonna be another huge miss. So all I can say is that, like, I hope we can come through at home. If not, then it's gonna be a scary ass second leg. That's all I have to say, bro. I hope we can go through now.
All right, let me get some biscuits, then I'll come to you, Kenny, and you, my money mates. Shout to Real Madrid, # treble season. Do you guys think Real can win the league?
Didn't you call them Mudblick when they lost to Ajax as well?
Yes, this is true.
To be honest, I wouldn't give them any slander today. They played very good.
Barry, that's what Barry. I said, Barry, are we doing a trophyless hangouts next month for Real Madrid?
What are those trash questions, man? Maybe
I
not.
told you this in HH.
Oh wait, are we giving the great Real Madrid props for playing the hard? We're giving them.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Giving it a go. Giving it a go.
There's a play in there.
Shout out to Kenny. Basically, this is what Kenny was saying. There's a team in there. There's a team in there. There's a team.
There's a potential trophy there.
There really isn't a team in there.
Yiki, we were entertained, weren't we?
True. Yeah. Hold on. Shout out to boy Casey. My throat is gone. Pause.
Whoa.
Oh my God! What the? Wait.
Oh my God.
Hell no. Hell no.
Casey, how do you start a double like that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, hold on. My throat is gone. Waiting for 30 minutes, soaking rain to get into a Barca fan baseball. All worth it. Getting drunk, the heart. I thought Casey said he doesn't drink.
Allegedly.
Interesting. Sure, shout out to General Alvarado. Could have packed the bus. Madrid had it, man. Have Real never packed the bus? Well, against City last season.
They should learn how to.
In that first
would help.
Let the ballers ball does not allow for parking the bus.
It's true. Yeah, let the ballers ball. You can't park the bus for let the ballers ball.
I do want to say this though. Right quick. You do know the scoreline now between Barcelona and Real Madrid is 12-4, right?
I know. It's bad. I know. It's bad. Shout out to Nermits. Visca Barca, Puta Madrid, ref couldn't save them. Oh. Shout out to this guy. Kelvin Toro. Yamal just all right.
Bro, this is why I said the hangout yesterday shouldn't.
Do you see what Sean Sharp has now caused?
Yeah, man.
Do you see what Sean Sharp has now caused right now?
Oh
my God! Shout to Gabi, man. Shout to Gabi.
Shout to Gabi Z, man.
In the next classical, expected BBB, man.
Wait, hold up. Elephant Prince. Where is Los Blancos Studios?
He's hiding out.
That's a good point. RDS, where is Los Blancos Studios? Where is he?
I've not been on loan all season, man. Like,
shameless. Do you know what's to be crazy? What if Real end up trophyless and United actually win a trophy, ending up in 16th? That would be disgusting. That'd be disgusting.
No. What's more disgusting?
What happened to all those?
More
What happened to all those them AR and code that left, that fled?
Oh no, Lord only knows where those guys are. Wait, shout out to the Don. Vinny again, just awful, but we let this. But who else from Real?
It wasn't awful.
No.
Shout out police officer Rajesh Gupta. He was terrible.
Wait, hold on.
Well, come on.
Where's my slap?
The technically gifted player of Real Madrid.
AK, as an Indian man, that's unacceptable, bro.
Oh, that's what he is.
No. To be fair,
I know. AK, on this channel,
he's a police.
on this channel,
not
I don't care.
footballer.
Abuse and friendly fire are not accepted on this panel and everything.
You abuse players all the time.
He can hook
That's I can do it. Wait, hold on. AK, this is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship.
Oh, yeah, the bum-ass
He's not
dictator.
that guy is older than you.
Wait, hold on. Shout out to your boy Mahatma Gandhi. Nomad is in New Delhi.
Relax.
It's hilarious. Nomad was the one that said that.
Hey, no. You know what, Gala, you know what would be crazy?
It's just Kempu Wagner's comment.
You know at 2-1, Nomad was ready to come in this hangout.
Kempu Wagner's comment, please. Kempu Wagner's comment.
No, it would be so crazy if Barca lost the second La Liga match and Nomad came up here all of a sudden. Bro.
Oh, he'd come in with that.
Oh,
We are
he's
Real Madrid.
Oh no! Of course he would, but of course he would, bro. You see, like, guys, you need to. Okay, you guys need to relax. Bro. You guys need to relax. Like, you guys. You know what? I'm not even going to address that. I'm not addressing that, bro. We're not addressing that. We're not addressing that. Let's keep going. Let's go. No. Shout out to Casey. Yamal was bad. Was Yamal bad?
No, he was okay. He was okay.
No, he was fine. It's fine, but guys, no, guys, that's pass to Torres.
No, I think the thing about Yamal is
But that pass to Torres though
was trash.
No, okay. Even if, but guys, that's pass to Torres.
Yeah, that's
a pass.
That's
what's a pass, bro.
17-year-old who's played like 50 games this season.
No,
He plays too much.
Yamal is a creator, so he needs to creating for to step up.
Okay, now I don't know whether this is sarcastic or real. NCZ, Modric still aging like fine wine.
It was more like milk today. He aged like
that
milk.
was a 50-50 pass. 50-50 his fault. 50-50.
KJ.
It was.
KJ don't.
Respect the
Shout out to Blaze. Inter Man will beat Barca 100%.
Did they get smacked 3-0 the other day?
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. Didn't they lose to Bolognese?
No, they looked to me.
Didn't Trump and them man in red and black just pimp them 3-0?
No.
Yeah, like, what's my man watching?
If Luka Jovic is balling on your head,
no.
If Luka Jovic can say what's up, the Shaq can say what's up.
If Luka Jovic is the one that stopped your treble, I'm sorry.
You can't obviously compare at least.
Shout out to Canadian Friends. Psychiatrist appointments. # wow. Okay, shout out to mental health. Hey, mental health is a real person. No, it's not a joke. Shout out to mental health, man. Canadian Friends, stay free. Stay happy. QC8. F that smoker in goal. Day 3437. Streak.
But I'm so mad at Szczesny. It was on his side as well.
Body base.
You still lost the
we
game.
live.
We need to look at shit.
Shout out to Bobby. Nomad coward hiding in witness protection program. Hold on, bro. Wait. Didn't Nomad say that? Okay, who has that? Guys, who has that receipt?
I do.
Who has the Jesus receipt?
Hold on. Shut the fuck up. I'm just waiting for Barca to win the league. I want to play that thing so bad, man.
I think that's why I said.
Hey, wait, hold on. Hey, yo, Barry, I got so many receipts for Nomad.
Bro, I'm just waiting, man. I'm just waiting.
So shout out to Casey. But even if Real beats us, we are still a point ahead. Okay, wait. Is El Clasico the next league game, or is there a league game before the Clasico?
It's the 35th league game. So Barca could actually win the league against Real Madrid.
Yeah, they need to. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, they can't.
Now, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen.
Sure. Shout out to Don. Tiki Taka, Remontada, Waka Flocka, Barca.
No, not even in 5. In 4, it's about to be a sweep.
Four, yeah. Shout out to KC. Those red cards will be at least 10 games. Which red cards?
Maybe the Rudiger.
Because it was ludicrous.
I think Liga won't play
That's
not bad, to be honest. If you're Real Madrid, Vasquez being
Sure. J Swiss. Fine wine Midrich, great assist to Kounde. Hashtag. All right, thank you. No one Crazy. Jude Linton suspended in La Liga. Wait, for what? What did he do? Why is he suspended?
Maybe yellow cards. The guy gets yellow card.
Okay, you see, Money Miss. I'm not going to read this. Money Miss, explain this.
Dimitri Payet.
Ooh, Dimitri Payet.
No. Explain this whole dub.
Okay, so basically, I was just highlighting what has been happening with French players and their weird obsessions. We know about Mbappe. Dimitri Payet was in a relation, and Benzema.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Money Miss, thank you. No, thank you. Money Miss, thank you. Money Miss, thank you. Money Miss, I said thank you. Money Miss, I said thank you. Money Miss, I said thank you. So
we know about that Saliba video as well.
Okay. Carlo Ancelotti. Look, I just let the ballers ball. Hashtag. Shout out to Aura Coaching, bro. Shout out to your boy Hamza, man. These Madrid fans talk smack on your halftime spaces on Twitter, but then when they lose, they're suddenly on planned commitment. It's well past bedtime, even at kickoff in Nomad's country, hiding tax. Look, but shout out to Weedman. Weedman is here, and Weedman gave his team. But see, do you know why it's difficult? Because first, Sumia.
I'm just playing World of Warcraft on the side, man. I'm checking.
Shouts World of Warcraft. Now, my thing with Sumia, I think it may actually put him into real depression. The issue with Nomad is there are so many receipts on Nomad's head. There's so many receipts that Nomad knows that he can't show up. He can't show his face because he's been so dismissive and abusive.
You can't talk like that, man. Because
you can't.
So weird. I had to come with my tail between my tails when the Netherlands lost against Czech Republic all those years ago.
Man, it's okay. We're just waiting, man. We're just waiting.
Okay, so shout your boy Ajuj. This La Liga season feels scripted. Underdog with retired players and kids versus the evil guys that play dirty and throw ish around. Too cartoonish. Well, look, let's see what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah, it actually kind of is scripted, bro.
Retired players. Who? Underdog?
Wait, is Lewandowski? Oh, well, what's it called? Marlboro Lights was retired. So, that's just one retired player.
Yeah.
But look, my thing, though, guys, Flick is
and that's the guy that Mbappe scored a free kick against.
True. No. Well, still, he's still
Money Mace. I've just seen what Payet did. Okay.
Yeah.
That's he did some crazy stuff.
Okay, what the hell?
Dimitri Payet's girlfriend.
All right, okay. Well, Money Mace, do you want to be thrown out of this whole thing? Okay, thank you. But see, my thing though is
she is no bunny.
Oh, look, we don't know.
Yes.
See, my thing. Wait, hold up. My thing though is these are not kids. These are talented kids. It's one thing to be DiCaprio FC like a certain club in Hammersmith where he just gets kids from the road like Evil Saka.
Yeah, but you wanted it to be fair.
Come on, man. Don't call him Evil
I know.
Saka.
Well, that's
Kenny, have you seen what he looks like? That is Evil Saka. That is Evil Saka. Look, see.
Ping pong.
But my thing though is that look. Okay, how old is this Pedri?
21 and 22.
And Kobas is 18.
Yeah.
Basically, Kobas is 18. Pedri is 21. Femi Lopez is what? 2021.
22.
And then you have thingy as bro. That's it, guys. Do you know how good Kobasi was in that game? How many interceptions he made?
Some of the
18-year-old.
them tackles.
It's just a talented team. Shout out to Ankara Messi. Yamal's officially Mbappe's daddy. Agreed, HH?
Oh, yeah.
You know Yamal could beat Mbappe 2 times this season after.
Quick question. Does Yamal have a World Cup?
He's not playing in a World Cup.
Give him.
Does he? But does he have a World Cup final goal, though?
Yes,
He's not playing in a World Cup. How can you have
interesting. Come back to me when we have a World Cup.
With your luck, you know, this guy will be younger than Mbappe was in June next year.
Bro, Mbappe's not scored an open play Euros.
Wait, hold on. Who says Spain are winning a World Cup next summer? According to who?
Are you saying Messi's doing a back-to-back?
Shout out to Pillar 27. H, just leave Mbappe alone and just hop on Yamal's back. Oh, I thought it was. Well, it's still early.
No.
I think he has a high ceiling anyway. No, look.
Stay on that side.
To be fair, he
Okay,
hopped
stay
on
that
it
side.
since now.
We saw what
You don't
happened
need
to Ansu Fati after HH jumped on that one.
Gatlock, watch him out, bro. No, so look. My thing though is Mbappe FC was still. Listen, after that free kick, we're going to push for this league title.
Mbappe, bro. It's Mbappe or Mbappe. Like Mbappe. Where do you get from? It's diabolical.
Shout out to. Look, I don't know what that guy was talking about. Shout out to Jaden Alvarado, man. But Barca with a better team. Florentino and Perez, man. Signings we needed in January. I defended Carlo, but it's looking like it's best to part ways. Is this who should be blamed on, Perez or Don Carlo?
It should be
Perez.
For bringing
It's more Perez, but
It's
Carlo
more
does
Perez
not.
because
It's Perez. It's Perez.
It's not Perez
Both.
because you knew you
Whoa, what are
needed
you
signings.
talking
You needed
about, man?
signings in
You know what
January,
it is?
especially when your team was going through the way they was going through.
It's
No, but-
Perez's
First half
fault
of the
because he's
season,
met,
so
he's
I
met
blame my
Ancelotti
Perez.
before. He knows Ancelotti is an assistant manager, so he knows that he needs a certain quality of player. So not giving him a certain quality of player, you're not
No, but
going
the
to
thing
get a
with
different result.
no, but when you look at that second half today, you're telling yourself you couldn't have done that earlier. Like you see, like the way they played in the second half.
So
You could have
I'm like,
played
come
like
on.
he's
Why
supposed to.
does he always start this like his lineup?
AK
Change
is
the
difficult.
game. I know he always starts.
He changed the lineup to what he should have started with. He should have started with Modric and with Goulart.
We're expecting a 70-year-old let ballers ball manager.
No, that's okay. A whole Real Madrid, you're wheeling out a pensioner as your controlling midfield and everything. Is that where we are right now?
Yes, that's where we are.
No, to be
Shout out.
No, to be
Fine
fair, Seb was supposed to be their controller, but the guy is trash.
Well, shout out to Suvic. All right, okay.
That's wild.
I
That's
can't
wild.
say that. All
That-
right,
that
shout
is-
out to that. Shout out to that. Okay, shout out to Bomin. Coward Nomad calling Birmingham better than Pedri while hiding. What the f? Did he say Birmingham was better than? No.
Last season.
No. He put a lot of slander on
did.
Pedri's name. There was a lot of abuse on Pedri's name by him, bro.
Sideways passing much.
Shout out to the Don. Real is not. Stop.
Shout out the Super
Dude,
Cup.
they did- they did
Stop.
technically-
Stop.
Technically, Mbappe did not go
Stop.
Actually,
Stop
to be
it.
fair, Club World Cup this summer, you know. So
I think they said Mbappe scored in
Nah,
4 finals.
they'll
this
go out.
season.
They'll go all out for that one.
Go all out.
And you see the shameless HHB like you see Mbappe,
if
World Cup
Mbappe
winner,
was
no
the
matter if
top
it's
scorer
club or country.
Technically, he didn't go.
Gaslock, you read my mind.
Well, so Mbappe is going to stock up on like 8 World Cups.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a World Cup winner. Club and country.
But so Mbappe, he only gets activated when the World Cup is there. That's that. He's a World Cup merchant.
When there's a name World Cup, his name is active.
So his legacy is going to be Miroslav Klose.
Yes. And Bowman, streets type hashtag coward nomad in the chat. Show up clown. That's harsh. Yamal dunked on Turtle again, officially his daddy, only if he does it at a World Cup.
To be fair,
You could only be their daddy via a World Cup.
Bro,
Should we start calling Yamal Murray?
Wait, whoa, no. You sound stupid. Come on now.
Sure, but okay. Yamal to flex club Euro on Turtle. Does he own him? No. He still needs a World Cup over.
He does, man.
Speak on Promiscuous Junior.
Promiscuous
Shout out.
girl.
What is it?
You know what I want.
Bro,
And I
who's
got
singing?
what you need.
Who's singing?
Oh my god.
Gatlock, I think you should have got the member that never, ever sing ever again on this panel. Ever, please. Never do that again.
Well, you know one thing.
Wait, Barry, wait a second.
Remember when Martin Rosario used to sing on these hangouts?
He was much better than Gatlock. That's actually not bad. Like, look, Martin actually he had a few vocals. Gatlock is awful. So, shout out to Bobby.
It's not my fault. I only have one bass, and that's it.
Drop the brick, man. Drop it, man.
Shout out to your boy Bowman. Wait, hold on, let me see. So you said Nomad got ready with his suit on the stream for tremendous goal, ready to dunk on Ricardo and Barry. Nomad's wife and kids come for dinner. You know that whole 15 UCL thing is. You can't say that anymore.
If Barcelona score 3 more goals on these guys in the next Clasico, that would be 15 goals. You can use that against Nomad.
Yeah, please say Madrid should have Anthony Edwards, that game as intended. At least Mbappe free kick accounts would be safe.
That's
Can't
a fair
be
point.
taking man's source of bread for nothing.
They should have thrown the game and then at
Did
least
you
the
see
back
the
was-
account? Did you see the account?
Bro, it's actually over, man. It's
Oh, no, the cut is off. It's done. The cut is done. It's done.
No, I can't believe that account had over 100K followers, man.
And Dan, how many do they have now?
Do you know how many
Thank
haters
you.
Mbappe has? Do you know how many
It's crazy.
haters Mbappe
We shout to Wink. So all R. Kelly had to do was, all right, okay. You know.
Well, that's wild.
Florentino Perez, how much for Pedri? Just ask.
Not for sale.
Wait. Nomad hides in Hangout.
Well, what are those emojis?
Jeez, bro, man, like how many what's the Angus with no?
Bro, no, it's crazy, bro. Again, Nomad praying to Jesus. Please don't. J stops. Shitty Junior 10 times worse. Thank you, Rodley, for saving football.
Damn.
Jesus.
I get the Barca fans are happy, but you guys are a little bit like, are they?
It's
Hey, no,
it's
no,
deep.
it's
deep.
say these guys.
No.
We've hit the streets.
RDS, you took a sabbatical
Today was a
in
big step
mid-season,
towards
bro. You were not here.
a massive
Wait, okay. So,
When Numaros.
Money Mace, have Arsenal caused
You'll
this
see the Real
downfall? Money
Madrid in
Mace.
February.
Oh my
Can you
god.
pull up my AVI?
Can I go after Money Man?
Yeah.
Can I go after Kenny?
The streak is over, unfortunately. The streak is over.
Wait,
It
hold
was
on.
a good run.
Don't Money Mace. Don't say that's Undertaker in the background.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
The streak's over, man.
Bro, I actually cried when the streak was broken.
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good,
I was
man.
upset.
That's
He
Yeah.
should have never lost. He should never lost.
To
First
Roman
of
Reigns of all people.
First
No.
of all,
It was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
First of
Oh, it
all,
was Brock Lesnar.
I think HH. I think it's only fair that we do a 10-second silence on stream for Nomad. So tell me when you're ready to start this, and then I just want everyone to be silent for 10 seconds.
Fuck him.
Okay, Money Mace. He already ruined it. Carry on. Barry ruined it. Continue.
Hey, Barry, bro.
Shout out Barry. Continue.
Because he's now entered the realm. You know, Egg Boy Hero gone, AR gone, Vilton can't see him on streams anymore. Red, I've not seen Red in years on these.
He's doing political. He's doing
No.
Do you know when he left?
World Cup final.
Exactly. 18th of December.
Yeah, 18th of December 2022. No, bro, I lost a whole bunch of subs after December 18th, 2022. Wait, what's I saying? God damn, this sub count has gone down, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, continue.
I'm telling you, HH has had exodus on this panel.
No, it was crazy.
After
Bro, seriously, December 19th, I felt like I was in the Matrix, bro. It was a different world.
Montara came back briefly this year.
Yeah,
But really he left.
But that was the end game.
Yo, let's
And
be
he- and
honest.
he's left again,
Some of them will return in the World Cup. That's when they'll usually come back.
No,
That's
but
last time we
this,
saw them. 2022.
They'll
World
come
Cup.
back if Ronaldo wins the 2020.
Oh, is it? Are you saying
They're
you're
coming
going
back
to see FG on this hangout in
You
like
might-
4
yeah,
years? If Ronaldo wins.
I'm just saying because HH, if that trophyless season is confirmed, there's going to be another mass exodus. We're not going to see Madrid fans on this channel anymore, because I know for a fact when it went to 2-1, Nomad was ready to come onto this stream.
Yeah, 100%
we
he was
are
ready.
Real Madrid.
15
We are-
UCLs. These
15
bastard dogs cannot do
UCLs.
anything. Yep.
We are those
We don't-
guys.
we
No one
don't
can
win
touch
finals.
us. And then
We don't lose finals.
Wait,
we
where's
don't lose
PSG Delta
finals.
as well? But anyway.
Wait. Look, Gatlock, was that you trying to do Norman's accent?
No.
Yeah, that's a big.
No,
Why would I
Gatlock,
try
just
and
give
do
yourself a
that?
high-pitched voice is not an accent.
Gallock is in brick door mode.
Yeah, no, he is. He's a brick door right there, yeah.
This is bad. This is bad because Jean-Philippe Mateta and Will Hughes might win more trophies than Mbappe.
Big up.
I'm just
Shout
saying.
out to Izzy, Ray.
I'm
Respect
just
Mateta,
saying.
man.
Because no, because it's the truth. Because I'm sorry, after what you did last season, to then go and buy, in HH's words, the World Cup GOAT, you can't go from that to no trophies. Not even one trophy, no trophies. Like, knocked out the UCL by that team that's never won the UCL. Dunked on in the Copa Del Rey final. Like, let's be real, apart from that second half, Real Madrid in extra time and in the first half, non-existent.
Money man, this isn't a surprise though. They have a terrible record in Copa del Rey over the last 30 years. They've won like 4 times.
But considering what you did in the UCL, today was a must-win.
The last El Clasico Copa del Rey Final, Bismuth activated, man.
Yeah.
No, because the whole point is that in
you
a league,
yourself in the Champions
like let's say in a league, it cannot really be in your hands. This is a thing where it's a one-off game and it's pretty much in your hands. But right now, you have to wait to see what happens at El Clasico game and then see how the other results go. So this pretty much was pretty much a must-win.
And worst of all, you were up, you were winning. 15 minutes left, and you couldn't close it out. Come on, I get Barcelona are probably the best team in the world this season, but 15 minutes. I don't care who I'm playing against. 15 minutes left, and you're winning the game. I expect my team to close out the match. Doesn't matter who you're playing against. And the problem is that Yamal is better, probably not slightly, but better. No, but the problem with them is that they have a coach who raises his eyebrow, who thinks that he can aura his way through the match. Listen, Lamine Yamal's pass for that second goal, ridiculous. Shout out to this bold guy on the panel who tried to say Cole Palmer Yamal come outside when he had Cole Palmer.
Yeah,
Does Yamal have a treble?
And I still defend that.
Yeah.
Does Yamal have an? Oh, he does.
Oh, he does. That's crazy. You thought it was the game winner.
He had the assist.
While Lamine Yamal dropped a 40-yard Trivela assist to Ferran Torres, Cole Palmer is struggling to ball out against Idrissa Gana Gueye and Abdoulaye Doucouré. So let's not compare those two ever again, HH. I'm just telling you for your own safety. But I'm sorry, but that goal comes from Real Madrid making the game expansive. Why are you making the game expansive? You've got 15 minutes left. Play on the counter-attack, play in transition, and try to hit Barca on the counter-attack where you can get that space. Because, listen, I understand Real Madrid, they had some players who I thought played well. I thought Mbappe played really well when he came on. Bellingham was probably one of their only good players that started the match.
But he was a standout. Yeah.
Arda Güler should have been playing more games this season. I'm sorry.
Rodrigo was dog trash, bro. Dog piss.
It's police inspector Rajesh Gupta.
And you know, okay, look, let's be serious. I'm not one of those guys that will defend someone fully. This has been Ancelotti's issue since the AC Milan days. He's loyal to a fault.
Yeah.
He's loyal. He will always go with trusted, experienced and guys. And my thing is, his loyalty to Rodrigo and not trying to risk Google has probably led to his downfall this season.
No, to be fair, I'm going to talk about that. Hendrick, I understand.
Hendrick is
okay, but Goulet, come on.
Goulet should have been playing more games for Real Madrid this season.
Almost as much as
Mbappe. You want to know what's the craziest part about that? Despite Arda Güler not playing, dude has contribute when he's been playing.
Yeah,
and that's what I don't get is how you continue to do the favoritism with all these.
Wait, can I speak on?
No.
Look, do you know how little minutes Arda Güler has played this season? You've got run-around merchants like Dominic Szoboszlai at Liverpool who have zero technique, laughing at him for playing 64 minutes all season. That's
not too much on Dom. Not too much.
Run around merchants.
Not
That's how much they're laughing at Güler for how little time he's played this season. Güler should have been. Güler's, I think he's only how many games has he played this season?
I've hardly seen him play. Bro.
Single digits, and even then
he's
they're
played 1,000 minutes or something.
Yeah, they're not even full games or that sort of stuff. This guy, he's too good for me to not be at least pressing to get into the first team. And when you watch Rodrigo stink up the pitch, when you watch Vinicius trip over the ball when he's dribbling, how can you look at that and then look to him on the bench and say, you're not even going to get a chance? Not even get a chance. I'm sorry, but if you had him in your team, you probably could have done a bit more in all these competitions. You might even be closer to Barcelona in the La Liga if he had played more games.
But Güler's fine on the bench, isn't he? He said he knows the club has a plan for him or something. And he said something like he just bought a house in Madrid. So like, even though
you're sure they have a plan? Like that's
The-
wait, hold on.
KJ.
KJ, was it like have a plan? Like spit on your hand, like Wild West? Yeah, we're planning for you. That's kind of plan.
I think Goulet is definitely Real Madrid's future.
There's no plan for Ancelotti. Man. There's no plan with Ancelotti.
KJ, once you got to mid-January, I think you should know as a Real Madrid fan that the plan is clearly not working. The plan is trash. Whatever the plan is, it isn't.
No, but no man said you weren't seeing the Real Madrid till February though.
Bro, forget that guy. He's with Egg Boy Hero nowadays. Listen, we don't take that guy serious anymore. He
fallen soldier, man. Fallen soldier.
He told me all the religious leaders could combine and Barca still wouldn't win the league. That's what he told me.
Bullshit.
That's great.
That's a good.
Should win the league.
Just like Nomad said, please don't let us come back here in a week's time or 2 weeks' time for that El Clasico and Real and Barca win it on their heads. That would be sad.
That's over.
No. He'll just do like an Egg Boy Hero, pretty much. So, what's it called?
Wait,
Kenny. So let me go to Kenny, then AK, then RDS. Kenny, go for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. On the game, I feel like honestly after the first half, I was like, is this going to be another one of them games? Because if we've been real, that first half was disgusting. Like that was
like for me. I need to look back at the 5-0 game, but that is the most one-sided Clasico I've seen since the Clasico. That's first half. Like Real did not have it because the offside did not count. So Real did not have a single attempt for 55 minutes.
It was not even the attempt. Like the passing was the amount of pass these guys were misplacing was crazy. And I'm like, you guys basically you can't play out from the back. So your only option is to play it long, and then your strikers are Vini. Is basically Vini against Kubasi and Inigo Martinez. Like, what was the plan in that first half? That's what I'm like. When you look at the first half and the second half, you have to ask yourself, like Carlo, come on. As bad as we can say, Perez they messed up, he brought Mbappe and all that stuff. But like the comparison with the first half to the second half, like that's why I'm like, Carlo, you have to do better than that. That first half was terrible. That was a shame. That first half. Second half, you made some subs. You brought on Mbappe, you subbed off Vasquez as well. You put like Braun Gula and other stuff. You worked better. I feel like for second half they made it. It was way more of, like someone said, like you have a physical midfield. Like there's no reason why you guys should be moved by like that by Barcelona. If you have guys like you have Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni in midfield, there's no way you guys should be moved like that. At least in the intensity and physical battle, you guys should be there. But they were getting dominated in the first half. Second half was bad. I ain't gonna lie. I think Bellingham for me was the best player for Real Madrid.
Yes.
Pedri played better than him, but like, I saw Bellingham get past him a couple times. Bellingham was good.
But if he has to pick, Pedri was the best player on that pitch overall.
I say he was the best player. But honestly, Bellingham
played very well. He had some very good moments.
Yeah, he got some very good moments. He showed good account of himself. But yeah, I think that second half the game was open. I do feel like it was when Real Madrid scored that second goal. I do feel like there was a couple times where they messed up on the counter attack. Maybe it was the wrong decision that was made and all that stuff. But overall, that was and as well the mistake by Courtois to concede that late. That was tough. But when the Barcelona equalized that late, I always felt like they were gonna win in extra time. But
really?
I didn't.
I think extra time that could have gone either way, bro. No. I felt that after first half extra time, I was like, okay, this is going to the penalty. Like that Kounde goal shocked me. Like it's felt. If Modric does make that proper pass, we're going to the penalties.
No, dude. When I was watching your Twitch stream, I disagreed with you in the sense of when this guy took off Ferran and brought on Pau Victor. The first thing that came to my mind was this guy is trying to win it now. He doesn't want penalties. Yeah, because I'm sorry, you should have kept Ferran if you wanted penalty. For you to take off Ferran, it means you wanted energy for that last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, no, and also because what I said as well was that if it goes to penalties, okay, you can say you've sold more lights. I felt Real would win on penalties. I felt that for Barcelona, because you're the better team, you've got to try to win it in regulation. I don't
know. And with the way Rafinha was playing, I don't know how many people would have scored their penalties.
Yeah, that's. And on Barca as well, like I said, it was quite an open game. The amount of times Barcelona, I feel like Pedri had that open man in the middle, and then he just missed his cross. The amount of time I saw, Rafinha. Rafinha missed at least 2-3 crosses. Where if he gets if he puts the proper ball there, that's an open net, an open chance.
I'm not gonna lie. It just shows the limitations of playing a left footer on the left wing in like 2025. You know, because it's not natural. It's not natural in today's.
Yeah, it's very. It's a. Actually, wait. How many teams still play orthodox wingers? Very few.
Savinho at Man City sometimes this season.
I mean, Chelsea do play sometimes. But
Kenny, let's just focus.
Yeah, let's not talk about
top five. So yeah.
Alright, we're getting top 5. Relax.
I heard the freedom fighter for Africa scored for you guys today.
If you man think Nottingham Forest are getting Champions League, I'll be sure if I'm out.
KJ, can you you know how the universe will KJ? Don't speak things into the universe. Let's just let's just deal with the Dujardin and on Thursday. So yeah,
but yeah, no, honestly,
Dujardin?
I don't know.
Name.
Yeah, it's not their name.
Kenny.
Are you guys practicing? Are you guys practicing your clapping?
Wait, hold on, Kenny.
Honestly, no. But the first half, I feel like that was one of a very good game. Like especially quality wise, I feel like the first half was dead. But from the second half, that was a great watch, very entertaining. Kounde came in the clutch. That was a beautiful strike as well. Like probably you don't expect Kounde to shoot from that and score, but.
And that's the goal of his life, man. He ain't scoring something like that.
Wait, can I speak on?
And also, do you know Keith as well? He came from Sevilla. So scoring the winning goal in what's the club he used to play for. So
AJ, can I speak on?
Kenny, I'm come to you. Kenny.
And real quickly, like I was saying, like this is for me the league is done. So for me that was Madrid's best chance to stop the treble. Now you have to pray that Inter Milan or PSG or Arsenal maybe can stop them winning the Champions League. But you guys fumbled for me. You had the opportunity in the league, you fumbled the league. You had the opportunity today, you fumbled again. So if they win the treble, you can only blame yourself.
AK, talk to me.
I didn't get to watch the first half, unfortunately. I was outside. No, I played basketball for the entire day outside. So overall.
How many points did you get?
KJ, I knew someone was going to say something. I didn't know it was going to be, but I knew someone was going to say something.
I don't know how many points. I played like 7-8 games, but overall though, I think the second half it was a very entertaining game. Both sides going at it. I can't lie, but Mbappe actually played quite well when he came on. I mean, it was very threatening. That it actually was a free kick. Do you understand now what a direct free kick is?
No, that's crazy hitting.
He has
it wasn't really direct. He hit the bar.
He has 2 free kicks.
Bro, you almost grenaded his knee during the celebration. You saw that?
He's not going to check to put it over the wall.
Kenny, that's wild.
Yeah,
I got scared when I saw him sliding like that.
Wait, are we going to say that that's Mbappe's best performance for Real Madrid this season?
It's I would say the Sevilla performance was better.
Or the City 3 piece.
No, that too. That too.
That was the team. This is actually a quality team, bro.
True. But in terms of let me start with the Barcelona. I'll just give them the kudos before I focus on before I focus on Real.
Okay, Mike.
Overall, I think for Barcelona, they played, with the exception for like 15 to 20 minutes in the second half, I thought they played well overall. Extra time they were very intense. Defensively, I thought both Araujo and Kubarsi were very good. I thought Kounde as well. He was also quite good. Obviously, clutched up with a goal at the end. Pedri, of course, best player on the pitch. I mean, Pedri Ballon d'Or case is it has far more validity to it than that GA merchant Rafinha. Okay, Pedri Ballon d'Or case has far more validity to it. So, so shout out to him. Rafinha, the less said the better. Yamal, I thought he had an okay game, but he came up with a clutch moment that assist to Ferran. And Ferran Torres, I mean, I still don't know. Fuck knows what a shark mentality is, but he's showing up.
It means that when it comes time You know.
Can you explain that one? Can you explain that
What is that?
Okay, I don't know what
What do you mean by that? What was that?
Yeah, so I mean,
basically, he's
Ferran
locked in. He's locked in.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to being locked in, man. But shout out to Ferran Torres. Now on to Real Madrid. See, first of all, there were some players that were actually very good for Real Madrid.
It pull up J2.
Gatlock, mute your mic. Gatlock, mute your mic.
There are some players I thought actually very good for Real Madrid. I mean, Chouameni in the midfield I thought was decent. Bellingham in the midfield I thought was good. Who was that? Arda Güler when he came on I thought was good. I've been saying this for a long time. Like, I do not understand why Arda Güler does not play more for this Real Madrid team, especially when you look at the profiles that they have in that front three.
Yeah.
You have three guys who are all their best running with the ball or running in behind. You don't have a natural passer in that front three. Arda Güler can also go into the midfield, give you some extra defensive work. He provides a lot more balance to this team than people think. But for some reason,
and also you could actually even put him into the number 10 as well, because he plays number 10. He plays in the middle for Turkey.
Yeah, you can play number 10, Bellingham, drop him a bit deeper. It still works, but for some reason, Bumchelotti doesn't play him because he has to play the Indian police inspector Rajesh Gupta on the right wing, and here's a simple thing.
Oh my god.
Here's a simple thing, man. Rodrigo is ass. Rodrigo is fucking garbage. I mean,
yes.
Bro, that performance. The issue with
Don't stop saying yes. Don't stop saying yes.
Like, let me give you the difference between someone like a Vinny and someone like a Rodrigo.
Where's all the technique merchants now?
I've heard some of the
AK is talking. AK is talking. Don't be rude.
Let me give you the difference between someone like a Vinny and someone like a Rodrigo. Someone like a Vinny could have a 0 out of 10 game, but he actually tries to impact the game in some way. It doesn't come off like it comes off like 2% of the time when he's having a bad game, but at least he tries to do something. When Rodrigo's having a bad game, he doesn't try to do anything. He just stays out on the right wing, tries to dribble a bit and then passes it back. Like, I hate those type of players. It's like Jadon Sancho. The guy doesn't try to impact the game when he's having a bad game.
Well said, AK.
Like, this is with Rodrigo, and people always say, people always say, this guy.
You're playing ours.
It is people start comment, please. People start comment.
I mean, people always say that this guy, he plays on the right wing. He's at a disadvantage. If he played on the left, he'd be so good. Are you telling me that Real Madrid Football Club are deciding to play Vinny over Rodrigo on the right wing just because of like nepotism or some shit or some under the table shit? Bro, Vinny plays on the left wing because he's better on the left wing than Rodrigo. It's that simple.
Yeah.
There's a reason why Rodrigo doesn't play on the left wing.
No. Rodrigo was asked. He was asked today. If
Rodrigo was that good, he would play on the left wing and displace Vinny.
Yeah.
Like, that would be that's simple fact. But overall, this guy will get away with criticism. But then the moment he has a good game, people will say, "Oh my God, he's better than Vinny. He's better than Mbappe. He's the best left winger in the world. He's better than Rafael. He's better than Kvaratskhelia. He's better than all these players." But he goes for 75% of the season, and people don't give a shit. So I mean, shout out to him. Vinny again, trash performance. I mean, just because you try stuff doesn't exempt you from having a trash performance. And bro, I've never seen a player's stock drop so drastically from what he was pre-Ballon d'Or to what he is now. Like, bro, it's a different player, and he has.
So should players stop tweeting?
Bro,
right now, because ever since that tweet, this guy has leapt off a cliff.
Had a better season than Vinicius Junior.
Oh, bro,
with a straight face.
Relax.
With a straight face. I'm not even lying.
So like, for Vinny, I'm like, bro, this guy has to rebuild himself over the summer somehow.
Should he start learning Arabic? Or
No, I don't think. I think they said that he's going to sign a new contract, so he's probably going to stay. But he has to rebuild himself to that level during the summer. He has to like do something so that he's back to like the Vinny that he was before. Like because this season it's just been garbage. Bro, if Rodrigo was better than Vinny and Mbappe in his natural position, he would play that position. There's a reason he doesn't play that.
Brazilian Brennan
You know
Johnson.
there's
Brazilian Brennan
politics,
Johnson.
though. You know there's politics, though, right?
Bro, politics hype, bro. You think
Wait,
people
wait,
try
wait,
to play
hold on.
politics with a guy like Vinny?
LJ, do you co-sign that statement I just brought up? LJ.
Who's hilarious? What's the statement?
That if Rodrigo was played in his natural position, he's better than Mbappe and Vinny.
Yeah, it's funny because I said he wasn't a few weeks ago, but someone with those fake glasses on, right, said,
Shut up.
Yes.
Do you think KJ, I get your point about him having a good goal scoring record, but we're saying that if he played in this team, he would be better than he is. And I said, no, it's not that straightforward. But you insisted it was that straightforward.
Because the guy wants to be safe. He wants to be safe.
Hold on. Did HH say I get your point about the goals? Because HH does understand this guy scored 1 goal all calendar year.
Bro, Yusuf and Serie has more
Whoa,
goals.
who?
What? Who scored
Morocco. Marrakesh tax.
Even the Brazilian showed that Enrique scored more goals than
Bro, Hendrick has more goals than him.
No. Look, I think
No. Rodrigo has more than 1 goal in calendar.
This season, 2020.
If Rodrigo is serious,
he scored 2 against Salzburg.
No, wait, hold on. If Rodrigo is serious, he needs to leave Real Madrid.
In league.
That goes to different club.
To go where? AC Milan or something?
Undo what?
Yeah,
No. Wait. No, here's the thing. You will always. Here's the thing. If you want to prove you're something and not a glorified side chick, go to a club where you'll be given a left-handed position.
Yeah. And actually,
is he even a side chick right now?
No,
I said glorified side chick.
No, but
HH.
HH.
He's not leaving anytime soon.
But where does he go? Where realistically does he go?
Bayern Munich.
Dortmund.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bayern Munich would be a very good choice.
They have Sane and Coman who aren't that great. So
he doesn't have.
Bayern Munich possibly. So like, bro, like
Actually, nobody will say this, but Barca is actually because they need somebody on their left.
That's a break.
Rafinha is better. Rafinha is
on their left.
That's a break.
Damn bloody fool.
Give me a slap. Give me a slap.
The same guys that were linked to Nico Williams.
Give me a slap. Give me a slap.
It just.
Yeah, thank you.
Gatlo, keep
Wait, AK, keep talking, AK.
It just speaks to, you know,
being a left footer on the left.
Bro, Gatlo, keep that a Fabinho fall off.
It just speaks to, you know, Bumchalotti's ineptitude this season, that, you know, he sees Arda Güler, who is actually like doing stuff in the limited minutes he has in the game and trying to do things and trying to create, and he continues playing Rodrigo just because he scored 2 UCL goals against City like a couple years ago. But, you know, shout out to him, shout out to Real Tottenham, and shout out Lucas Vazquez for getting a red card, man. He actually helped the team today.
Wait, he got a red card?
I think he did. I saw on football that he got a red card.
At the very end.
Yeah, so that's the best thing he's done this whole season, man.
Bro, look, that was a crasher, bro. That was a crasher. So, okay, so what's one speak of this before we talk about Barca's treble chances? RDS, talk to me. Yeah, RDS, Gatlock, and then KJ. RDS.
Let me just quickly play this mini thing. Just one second.
All right, I need to give it advice. Let me get your exits in hand.
Don't worry, it's not for you, HH. It's not for you.
So say the full thing. I'm not winning La Liga. Say so I can clip you. Say it.
They're not sniffing La Liga if God himself came and became a part of it.
I need, because I'm about to clip you so I can use the receipts if you're wrong. So say Barcelona are not sniffing La Liga, then I can clip you. So go.
Barcelona are not sniffing La Liga with Jesus Christ as part of their team.
Okay.
Gatlock, 35. Right, okay. A word of advice for
I think I check that.
Yeah, don't bring Jesus into
That-
this.
that-
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
don't bring Allah into this, man. Please,
No,
man.
it-
Don't bring
The
Allah.
Buddha as well. The Buddha as well.
Easter period has been trash for the guy.
Let me just
Wait, hold on. Artist.
Yeah, just okay. First, a word of advice for them, just if you're watching, like you need.
Yeah,
to
nobody
learn-
ain't going to heaven, man.
Yeah,
He ain't going to heaven.
You need to learn the art of a reverse jigs because that's you can't come out saying stuff like that, and then your team gets humbled like it is. And obviously, as everyone said on the panel already, you can't let. Because I remember when United was a similar season where City could have won, I think the Premier League facing us at their crib. And then thanks to Pogba and Jose dunking on them, they didn't do that. They still won the league, but there's an element of pride. You can't let Barcelona do that to you because it's not going to go down well, especially with Mbappe. As far as the game is concerned, the funny thing is that like I felt like this game almost mirrored because I was watching this game while watching the Eubank Ben fight as well at the same time. Like high quality entertainment. There, that was a good fight.
Wait, also, don't tell me anything because I don't know who won the fight. Say nothing. I don't want to fight.
You know the streets are going to spoil it for you.
I know, but hence why I'm going to ignore the ball. Continue.
No spoilers. Okay, yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. So, but I'm saying that just I feel like the fight almost mirrored, what was going on here. So, but anyway, yeah. I think everyone can be clear that Barcelona obviously did deserve to win this game. They were the better team. Madrid. Do you blame Ancelotti for the loss? Of course, he has part, but I don't think you could be surprised by the way that Ancelotti set up his team today. I don't think that Perez helped with that unnecessary talk and stuff like that as well. That just didn't help. Okay,
No.
and I think if anything, I thought I think he tried to pressurize the refs, but I also think that also added pressure to the players as well, which didn't really add anything. The only issue maybe with Barca might be potentially, playing 120 minutes, the impact, the energy that might have against Inter Milan. But I suspect that will be a non-issue sort of going forward. And Inter and obviously Arsenal have, I think, a far superior defense than Arsenal this season. Shout out to Mbappe scoring his free kick.
Yes, let's go.
I was watching your Twitch stream and you were like, this is what it's for. This is what it's about. This is why I'm here. And that's fine, So I mean, I still think that there are issues if Mbappe goes trophyless and Chelsea are in the Conference League next season. There is still a potential.
Money makes me
No, I'm just finding it a bit funny that Rasmus Højlund might win a trophy and Mbappe might not.
Yeah, because there is.
We are all behind Bilbao.
Yeah.
We're all behind Bilbao.
I know. I'm just saying there is a narrative there where those two things happen, and we know what kind of post-match stream live 24/7 will happen if those two things sort of happen. So we're halfway there already. So I'll just put that to one side. Listen, I've said from time that Madrid really they need to look at a few signings, but this team is being killed by not having a clinical striker. I know it's not the sole reason, but like actually having a clinical striker, they've not replaced Benzema on this team, is killing this Real Madrid side. And the idea that you could try and juggle Rodrigo. I mean, we're in a situation where Richarlison might end up having a better season than Rodrigo.
Wait, what? When is the last time Richarlison played football?
If Richarlison lifts that Europa League for Spurs, he's having a better season than Rodrigo.
100%. 100%.
So he's gonna be like, listen, pick me. Like Richarlison and Martinelli in the Brazilian squad over Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo. Can someone explain to me why in 2025 that might actually be a possibility? So it's really not working. I don't really see what Carlo Ancelotti can do with this squad sort of going forward. Yes, the La Liga is still in question, but let's be honest, the momentum is with Barcelona. I think if you're a sensible, Perez has got to go out to get Jurgen Klopp, in my personal opinion. He's got to go out and give
he's on his sabbatical and he says he's trying to chill out.
Yeah,
unless they put a nuke to his head.
Yeah, or a couple of zeros. Add a couple of zeros and do it that way. That money does talk in the end.
Yes.
But yeah, at the end of the day, so the final thoughts, like Barcelona, well deserved. They dominated in the first half, and yes, courage for Real Madrid to sort of coming back. I think that's really good. Rudiger, guy. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Gatlo. I don't know. They're demon possessed, so like witchcraft, like some sort of West African stuff. I don't know, but it is what it is.
Whoa, chill, not too much. Chill, not too much.
Expand on that.
Not too much. Not too much.
It's easy.
Yay!
That
was a long time, man. We haven't had that.
Ain't no audience. He turned into the Terry Crews, bro.
Yes, I think this guy also the same people, the same witch doctor.
Yeah, he did a spell live on camera. This one.
Hey, Chase, tell me you didn't visit a juju witch doctor for this final.
I've been juju free for months.
Hey, no.
I've been on a juju detox for a few months.
Hey, yo, audience.
Wait, hold on.
Audience, ain't no audience.
Wait, I'm going to use juju for Dujardin.
I'm asking, are you?
It's Drew Garden.
Drew Garden.
Oh, we've been relaxed.
He will.
Let's call it garden. Let's just relax. So,
garden.
What, the Garden of Jew?
The Swedish gardens are actually one thing. Just make sure you want to know.
Wait, man, that's
there was the Garden of Eden, right?
Wait, man, that's a warning. Wait, man, that's a
Christian
warning. Just relax. That's a warning.
Jewish story,
What's it called? KJ, where's KJ? Where you saying about the game?
Yeah, first off, I think Barca played really well, and Madrid didn't really lay a finger on them, for the most part. I think Yamal's Pedri's goal was exceptional, really. I don't think I saw a goal like that. Like Yamal's sort of decision to wait and then wait for the player to come and pass. There's a lot of players in that situation who probably mess it up, try and go for a shot or mess up the pass. But yeah,
yes,
really good composure from him.
Composure attacks. No,
he's like, I think he's got 20 assists this season now, which is just I don't know what to say, man. As far as Barca's midfield, I think De Jong was pretty good today, at least for the first half. Madrid did pick it up, and I think that will give Inter some encouragement, considering this is probably Barca's strongest team, bar Lewandowski, right? This is probably close to the team that's starting next week, right? The fact that Barca did give up that lead, and the fact is they go from Madrid's player to get them back into the game. Yeah, Courtois, that was insane. I'm not really sure what he was doing, but I guess it shows no goalkeeper is bereft of mistakes.
Yeah, everyone has a mistake in him.
As those games, yeah, but I think it's just so high profile considering how bad Madrid have been this season. Again, it's just exasperated. It's just exacerbated everything that's sort of gone wrong for them this season in a nutshell. Mbappe, HH, I don't care what you say. Szczesny should have saved that free kick. That was.
But did he though?
His positioning was bad. It was
bad. He should have saved that. Like that was not.
Wait, so KJ, are we now discrediting the goat from his second free kick?
We're not discrediting anything. He just hit it keeper side on the floor because he doesn't have the.
And it's clipped to the post. Tesh.
What applying context.
Tesh.
Szczesny should have done better. And a point that Inter could probably exploit next week. It's the goalkeeper, in all honesty. Kabasi, yeah, the kid. Barca need to get brought up on child labor laws because Kabasi and Yamal and Pedri, when he initially started, like all these guys playing so much football from like 16, 17. I don't know how they're going to be in 2 or 3 years, but hopefully they're still as good as
Sniff sacks. Cocaine. Scontoriga.
Whatever you say. I think Varane, he was really bad until he scored. I think, at least for the most part. But HH, they should have got a penalty. One really good kick for Varane. I think anywhere else on the pitch that's given as a penalty. But I think because
remember, didn't they give the penalty to Arsenal when Asensio did the same thing to Thingy?
No, but that wasn't. They gave the penalty for I think Inigo Martinez one on Vinny, but it was ruled offside.
Okay, yeah.
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
The ref, as nervous as he was given a lot of advantages, if you remember. Like, he was letting a lot of stuff go, and that might have been fair, but I genuinely think he made the right decisions more often than not.
Wait, HH, what happened? What's it with this ref thing? Like,
so basically,
I keep seeing it online.
So basically, Madrid TV, they had releases. They did something with the referee saying that he was a thief, and then before you know it, his kid basically got caught all sorts of things, and then now the next day after that, the referee came into the conference in tears, saying that his kid's having a hard time at school. Basically, the referee was saying that he's being made out to be a thief.
That's actually proper horrible. How can a professional football club target a referee?
And that's what I'm saying.
Well, Perez says it's called freedom of expression.
What a shock! We complain about refereeing decisions. Oh my God!
No. My
fans can complain, not a club.
Where I stand is this. Hold on. Where I stand is that you can't do a press conference as such crime.
Oh no, the kid's life is threatened. Oh no.
My issue is.
Oh no!
Oh no is wild.
What the fuck you talking about?
Wait a minute, are you going to be a deadbeat to dad? Wait a minute, are you going to be a deadbeat to dad?
I'll be honest.
Wait a minute, are you going to be? I'm getting deadbeat to dad vibes.
I'll be honest. As much as it's wrong.
Wait, hold on. What's called? AK, what's saying?
I'll be honest. As much as what that thing is wrong. Like what Real Madrid TV did was wrong, bro. Isn't that the same ref who sent off Vinny because he was racially abused?
The same Madrid TV that
bro,
do
you want me to be sympathetic to you? Why do you want me to be sympathetic to you, bro?
Exactly.
Actually, that's actually just because I was looking at the referee and I was like, wait a minute, I remember that image with him and Vinny, but I forgot. AK, thank you very much. You lose all empathy from me, bro. So sorry. Screw your damn tears.
Exactly, screw him.
Screw your damn tears. If you were the guy who wanted to send a video for racial abuse, screw your damn tears.
So it is what you said. You said the children.
Heck yes, Kenny. Heck yes. No. I'm with MJ. No. Then I'll tell the kid. Make sure that your papi is not a guy who promotes racism.
Bro, forget all this. You can't come
KJ is talking. KJ,
someone's gonna clip that.
KJ, finish what you wanted to say.
Whoa! I got that clip, by the way.
KJ.
Who has that clip where it is like
KJ? Can you? Okay, now I'm going to start meeting. I'm just going to throw guys away, bro. KJ talk.
Yeah. I think going into next week, I think this will help Barca. Yes, the fatigue is one thing, but sometimes the adrenaline rush is just always feel like unbeaten, don't they? I think the commentator said before this game they lost once in 26 games, which was Dortmund. So that's one loss in 27. They don't think that anyone can beat them. And to be honest, I don't think they should. They're probably the best team in the world this year. The striker thing will be a problem. I think the shock is against Bastoni and Bisek or whatever it is. It might be a bit of a problem. But with Yamal and Rafinha, always have a chance. Rafinha does need to pick it up. I think he's been possibly the best player in the Champions League this year, so he will, have to step up. Flick this season, he's just. It can't go any better, but obviously you still have to cross the line in the league and the Champions League. I think winning the Champions League is more important for them than win the league because they have not won it in 10 years. Barca fans, I think, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but they'd rather win the Champions League than win the league. Going into next, I still have Barca as overwhelming favourites. For the league, I think they're overwhelming favourites. Good game.
So I think La Liga is over.
Yeah, I do think La Liga is over, but Inter will have some confidence by the fact that Barca did almost throw this away.
Just quickly.
Okay,
Gatlock, do you have the receipt of HH when he says a panda attacks your daddy and then he starts making baby noises? Do you have that receipt?
Gatlock, if you do, you're a very sad individual. Gatlock, if you have that, you're a very sad individual who needs to do something better with your life. That's what I'm saying. It's basically, Gatlock, I will judge you if you bring that receipt. You're a very sad individual.
On the fatigue thing, I think Inter are playing today.
We interrupt this program for breaking news.
No, that's Wisky. But Inter are playing today, so I do think that obviously they played the 120 minutes, but they're gonna have probably one more day of rest compared to Inter. So I don't think it's gonna.
Wait, can I say one quick thing?
Yeah. Barry, go for it. Yeah.
That had a really good picture on the Gatlock. It'd be killing me because he thinks he's gonna do something. I irate you, 32, man. You have kids.
Gato, talk to me.
All right. On the game as a whole, man, now I was screaming, man. Every goal was sick to a degree. Let's be honest. Ferran is a good backup. This guy, I think they said he has almost as many goals.
So you're calling him a backup dancer?
He's better than. Okay, let's just. Ferran is a good.
He's better than
Like, did I just cause like a brain freeze?
Yeah.
So that's a good backup dancer.
I want to say he's better than some, but I just realized there aren't that many strikers for him to use nowadays.
What is that?
Let's say he's better than anything Chelsea has. That's all I know. That's all I know.
But that's the thing. I wanted to say he's better than Nico, but Nico is not a backup, and you guys don't have anybody else.
Shall we relax? Kojak got us a winning goal. So
exactly, he's
shout Kojak.
Anyway, he's a good backup. They say he has as many goals as Lewandowski in 2025, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty sick. De Jong was made, but he was still okay to a degree. He didn't do much. He kept on using the ball. And as much as Yamal was huffing and puffing, bro, this guy is 17 and he played 120 minutes. I'm sorry, this guy needs a break, man. Like at some point, but he still got 2 assists in the 120 minutes.
He's critical to Barca, man, and Flicky knows it.
Yeah. You see, this is how when he dyed his hair blonde, I was like, look, I've seen Brazilians do that, and they turned up against Croatia and they screwed up. So, but actually, at least he won. So, thank you for that.
That blonde, that was not it, man.
It wasn't it. But look, when you're a baller, you can do what you want. But you can do what you want. Let's be honest. When Pogba turns up and he doesn't ball, his hair is a problem. When he turns up and balls, it's not a problem. So when you turn up and ball, you can do anything you want to your hair. What else is there? Pedri. You see, what shocks me about Pedri is we always knew he was good. Let's be honest. Ever since he came out to the scene, since 17, 18, we always knew he was good. Problem is we never saw enough of him because he was always getting injured. What shocks me about this season is how little he's been injured, even though he's been playing a lot of minutes. I don't know what steroids that Flick transferred from Goretzka to Pedri, but he's been money this season, man. And that's because he's been playing.
That's a good question, bro.
Yeah, he looks Mexican there, but anyway.
Wait, what?
Wait, whoa.
Can you run that back, Gal?
Wait, say that again.
Can you drop the quick? Yeah, this is a core level.
This hand is going to go down in infamy.
Expand on that one.
As I said, Gatlock, when you lift up that brick door, we're going to play back this hand as your. This was your goal.
This is what the case.
Mexican?
The brick on me, but am I wrong?
Mexican?
Am I wrong?
Gatlock, yes.
I mean, pull up the API again.
Yeah, pull it up.
I mean, this is the only way he's ever going to be happy with a referee in a match.
Show this to anybody that doesn't know who Perez is, and get back to me. Anyway,
show it to who?
Look,
let's
shift to Real Madrid. Valverde was good. He did what he could. Jude, he had his moments. I mean, someone was saying that he was great in this game. Look, he had his moments, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure they said Pedri's goal was kind of him just standing there. So. This guy, Goulart, needs to play more games. Let's keep it stack. But you see, I know we always clown on Rodrigo, he's trash. And I know you playing out of position doesn't negate you from being trash. But I'll still be in that kind of scenario where he needs to leave Real Madrid and play. He's not good enough to be a main man, let's be honest. But at least him playing in his natural position will stop him from having these 0/10s in games. I feel maybe it will at least move it to 1 or 2 over 10, but 0/10, he was trash today. Goulart came on and changed that game as well as Mbappe did, because that Goulart's corner was what led to Germany's goal as well.
So Gatlock, you're saying that a 2 out of 10 is better than a 0 out of 10. Like that will make a difference. You doing a 2 out of 10.
I'm just
One
saying
that turns
that,
add to your legacy.
Kenny, you notice that. You notice that. So okay, so 2 out of 10. So how does that help me? 2 out of 10.
look,
As opposed to 0 out of 10.
Vinny was 2 out of 10. At least he wasn't cooked as much as Rodrigo. That's what I'm just saying.
But it wasn't so.
Anyway. And look, you see, I like to back Hendrick to a degree, but let's be honest, the guy when he came on, you should not be offside for that. Man.
Yeah, that was
So, Hendrick, every time he first gets the goal, he wants to get a shot off. The first touch you get every time.
See, I said he took that shot. I said, mate, it's like if you just press square without thinking. It's just press square. It's like, bro, come on, bro.
And that's the thing. You see, when the baller's ball happens and you give it to this 18-year-old and he's trying to ball, you actually have to ball because you can't just be doing tricks every single time. Like you actually have to have an impact. And that's the problem with Hendrick, bro. And you see, extra time was something that Barca did not need. Honestly, because with Inter coming up, that's you saw what happened with extra time for Liverpool and how rubbish they played against Newcastle. Although yes, Barca have better players, but that extra time, you could tell the fighting in that.
Yes, the definitely got time
was sipping in, bro. It was, and bro. Are we saying that Mbappe is better off the bench? Are we saying that?
Let's.
I'm just saying. Let's go
Mbappe
super.
Shout out to your boy Wink. Bowman, your bank accounts tomorrow. That's
true.
That's true. That's true. He's funded.
Shout out to Josh. When was the last time Madrid beat Barca in a final? Is it the
2014?
Bale.
No, I think they win.
Unless
they won.
The Super Cup final.
The Super Cup don't count. They don't count.
2014.
That's the last time we played each other in a final.
Yeah, okay, so Vinny, I will do 10 times better next season. 5 seconds silent.
Okay, you see, is
Vinny, I've
that
never
10
said that,
times
bro.
numerator or denominator? Because he's been trash.
Oh, 110.
Can I tell you something? You want to know the things that Real Madrid should have never done? That Vinny 10 times, that letter that they sent out against that game against Espanyol, and then now the Madrid TV thing. I feel like those are things that they should have never
Let's
done.
be honest. Real Madrid off the pitch, they've been female dogging and they've been female catting all the time, man. Like,
bro, that's another one.
All right, okay. Shout out to Blaise. I mean, I've run out of bricks for this guy, man. I'll just let's call him Bricklock. Misha Mike, Bricklock, Mike. We need to stop going over it and talk on mischievous spinner. A year ago, people lost their shit because Rodri won it. Why are we constantly cooking Mbappe more? Wait, is he referring to Vinny?
Yes.
As the mischievous spinner?
Yes.
Well, in what has been a very bad season, Vinny has been one of the very few bright spots. So, but everyone has been bad.
What? What are you saying?
Vinny ain't been no bad sport.
Shout out to JD17. Shout out to JD17. Nobody got drafted for the. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, JD17. Thank you. Shout out to Aden Hyder. Numbers receipts are too many that he could hang himself upside down. HH, bring that clan back or cancel his membership.
Yeah, you can't cancel his membership, but the guy provides HH money.
Bro, what membership perks does he have, man? Like, seriously.
Wait. Shout out to Bobin. Rank in the last 3 years: Turtle, Bellingham, Pedri, Yamal, Haaland.
Yamal hasn't played the last 3 years.
In the last 3 years,
Yamal hasn't played the last.
The thing is that even though he hasn't played the last,
well, we can still say even in the last 3 years, I'm putting him ahead of Haaland. I'm putting him ahead of.
I agree.
Wait, no.
I don't know about that.
That's better than Haaland.
Yo, wasn't that when Haaland won the trophy?
What did he do in the USL semi? What did he do in the USL? Well, wait, just a little tap it. I'm not repping a Norwegian scarecrow over Tesh. Okay, guys, see, you have to say, guys, this is the war on Tesh. This is the war on Tesh that I'm talking about, and I'm here to defend Tesh. This is the official war on Tesh.
You support the least Tesh person on this stuff here.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Because he been a 90-year-old World Cup winner. That dude.
It's crazy.
That has nothing to do with Tesh, but anyways.
Sure.
Shout
out to your boy.
Being black gets you crazy.
5'3" with an attitude. AK Hendrick is Mallorca level. Wow. Wait, is he 5'3"? I think it's 5.
No, but he looks hella small,
He's
man.
short though. Kelvin, Yamal already surpassed all the heroes at 17.
Wait, where's
Hashtag
that picture?
cry.
Wait, where's that picture?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Turtle, what first season looks like Perez Gumtree free?
And that's the question. What currency is that?
Lord knows.
Ass.
Sure. Kelvin again. AK underlying the underbelly thing, stressing anger over Vinny while Brahim's looking like Garnacho since becoming Moroccan. Goalless. AK, you shouldn't be laughing. AK, why are you laughing?
No, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. All I'm gonna say, English Town FC, is that Brahim became Moroccan last March and has more goals internationally than Vinny. Oh,
shout out to Casey. Rodrigo wins. Look, man, I don't like this friendly fire, bro. Man. Kelvin, speak on Brazil media and tax for Endrick and Roque. Hashtag bombs.
What happened to Vitor Roque, bro?
Yeah.
I've never heard of him.
He's back in Brazil.
Next big thing.
Shout out to G Swiss. Real Madrid experience, melanin, both. Good. Oh, wow. All right.
That's
RTS, you shouldn't be laughing. If you're laughing, you're enabling it. So it's not funny. It's not funny.
But no, to be fair,
Wait, hold on. Why Nomad, no call Buddha? Why Jesus you did? Okay. Let me slap this. Wait, shut your mouth, bro. Jesus, Bellini, more red cards than goals in the finals. Oh, wow.
You're not lying. That is kind of true.
Okay, so guys, I want to.
Should we analyze that last that 120 minutes juju from Rudiger? Because let's.
Bro, I need to say something.
I'm sorry, his eyes look like bro.
Okay, let's briefly speak on this.
Let's be honest. There are some people that if that when they're raging against the referee, I want them to let them. Like,
okay. Let me just get so. The anger was because they didn't give a foul on Mbappe.
Mbappe the foul, yeah,
which was offside.
It was offside.
And also, my thing is,
no, it wasn't.
Did you
offside.
Really? Okay. At that moment, which was
as a dive.
Because here's the thing. That was like the last minute of the game.
No, it's wrong. It's because the referee he fouled the. Yeah, it was a foul for Eddie Garcia because he got slapped by Mbappe.
Oh yeah, he slapped by Mbappe.
Yeah, the one that slapped by it was
basically, my whole thing is, guys, what's the point? Now, I understand the anger, the moments, but once Kounde scored,
it's frustration, man.
I know it's frustration and everything, but I mean,
it's called passion for the badge.
Yeah, no,
I get everyone else's reaction for the Madrid bench. This is something deeper, bro. They had to hold him fully back. Is it really that deep?
No, but usually, people say like show teeth. Like the fact that I can even see your eyes, like this is crazy. Like your eyes,
bro.
Them eyes, not
Mama was off a perk.
Let's Kenny. In Nigeria, on the road, in Obalende, what does this eyes mean? Obalende, if you see this eyes in Obalende, you know what these eyes mean.
It means I'm about to throw slippers on you.
I'm about to come out.
Wait, that like what kind of slippers? It's bro. It's deep. I don't want to say it on YouTube. It's these eyes. These eyes mean that it's real. It's real.
The Vinny nonsense.
Yeah, like no. It's but my thing though is look. I mean, if they look at it, it might be 10-game ban, bro. No, okay. Also, this referee, do you know the guy might retire after this, bro? He doesn't need the stress.
Oh, he doesn't.
He doesn't need the stress.
Okay, like himself. It's his own fault.
So okay. Look, I want to now
pull up Barry's.
Oh my god!
This is the look of I be Capon from my village. I be Don Capon from my village.
Okay, wait, hold up. So guys, KJ, come to Mike. So KJ, will Barca win the treble? Sorry.
KJ's not
Here.
here.
So, Monimus, let me come to you. My view is nobody wins the treble this season. That is my view. Milan already bent over Inter without any loop. And we're not having an Ousmane Dembele winning a treble because that doesn't make sense in this world. So, Monimus, it's 1 down, 2 to go. Do you see Barca winning the treble?
Well, I think it's almost 2 down, 1 to go at this point. I don't think they lose the league from this stage. Because even if they lose a game, I don't trust Madrid to win every single match from now to the end of the season, especially when you get the red cards. And I'm pretty sure
Madrid are going to lose every single game against Barca this season.
No, I don't think Madrid will win every game.
Beats Barca,
I still think they'd lose a match.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
I watched them against Getafe midweek. They should have drawn that match. Getafe had so many good chances at the end of the game. What's it called? But for Barcelona, in my mind, it's just the UCL now. I think the league is pretty much wrapped up. It's 4 points with how many games left? 6 games? I don't think Barca lose 2 games from now to the end of the season. They could probably lose 1, maybe draw another, but Madrid are not good enough to go perfect as well, combined with Barca losing 2 games. So for me, it's the Champions League. And
it's 5
the Inter Milan game is too difficult to call because Inter Milan are
not doing too well. Bolognese, then their rivals, 2 L's back to back.
But that's the thing. Inter Milan, they play so bad against bad teams, but then when they play against teams that their levels are high, they raise their levels and match those levels, and they're a difficult team to play against. Like, if
you were a betting man, would you put money on Barca winning the treble, or you don't think anybody wins the treble this season?
I would. I think if a team is most likely to win the treble, I'd say it's PSG. In my opinion.
Okay, so you would
lost recently.
Yeah, but they've already won the league. So you put PSG to win the treble more than Barca to win the treble.
Yes, because I think if PSG met Barcelona in a final, I'd back PSG to win. Because I think something that, when we talk about the high line, the problem with the high line is that you set it off high and it catches the attackers offside. Something I think PSG... The reason why I think Barcelona should not want PSG to win against Arsenal is because I think PSG have the tools to expose the high line. Because PSG's runners aren't actually the forward line. It's from the fullback areas. It's very difficult to catch a fullback offside, because the fullback's starting from his own half. So Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, they will run from halfway from their own half into the attacking third, and you're not going to catch them offside because they make the run from so deep. And I think that would kill Barcelona, because I don't think if Nuno Mendes and Hakimi are too quick, that if they time that run, they'll just kill you every time over the top. I think if Barcelona were to win the treble, they'd want Arsenal to be in the final, because I think PSG have better tools to stop Barcelona from doing what they want to do. They can also control the midfield like Barcelona. They can hurt Barcelona more in transition than Arsenal.
So overall, you would bet against Barca winning the treble this season?
Yes, just about. But it's not impossible. It's probably like 60% no, 40% yes at this point. But I'd say PSG probably have a better chance. I'd say PSG are 50-50. I think they play a team that's less difficult in Arsenal instead of Barcelona playing a team that's more difficult in Inter Milan. And I think PSG might just edge Barca in a final because they have the tools to get past them. But that's just my opinion.
Mike, what are you saying? Would you put money on Barca doing the treble this season? 1 down, 2 to go.
Well, HH, sometimes if you listen to me, because I did tell you in October when they smacked Madrid 4-0 that they would win the treble. And look at where we are now. Almost in May, they're going to win La Liga. They've won the Copa del Rey. And now they most likely will win the UCL. So they're going to get it done.
Wait, hold on. Why do you say most likely when
because
Inter and potentially a Arsenal money miss?
You know why? You know why? Because they are the best team in Europe. They are by far the best team in Europe. But I do believe that Inter are going to beat Barca. It's just Inter are a bad matchup for any opponent at the moment. But if I'm a betting man, I'm putting on Hansi Flick to do this. He's done it before with Bayern Munich. The team is excelling. They're going to get Lewandowski back. Rafinha's just got to step up right now. He's stepped up most games this season.
He had an ass game tonight, though.
Yeah, he had an ass game tonight, but he's been clutch for Barcelona throughout this season. So yeah, I think Barcelona can get this done. The problem is they got to win at the Montjuic, the first leg against Inter. If they do that, I think Barca are fine.
That's the problem, Michael.
If they win on Wednesday,
Michael.
they're through.
Because they played 120 minutes. Do you really think they'll win it?
Yeah, but Gatlock, trust me, I've watched Inter the last 2 games, bro. They are looking ass cheeks right now. I mean, ass cheeks. I mean, Bologna tore them apart in that second half.
Man.
And then somehow,
Milan
Milan tore them apart in that second leg. So I'm not really confident with Inter, but maybe they're just saving their juices for the Champions League. Maybe this is what PSG...
Okay, but so let me ask you. So, because my stance is, I don't think a team wins a treble this season. Do you think a team will win a treble this season?
Yes. I think the final might be Barcelona versus PSG, and we're going to get the same thing as 2009, 2010 when Bayern Munich and Inter were going for the treble. So I think one of the teams will complete it. Even though I do believe, in all honesty, I think Arsenal and Inter will make it to the UCL final. But just the way PSG and Barca, they create chances. They're bozo defensively, but they somehow will get the goals and advance in the tie. But HH, just quickly, I just need to speak on Vinny. This guy's a brick. Ever since
Vinny?
Yes, he is a brick.
Wait. Is he a bigger brick than Rodrigo?
Yeah, HH. When you were on your channel, what was it, November last year or December, whenever the Ballon d'Or was, you were saying, "Oh, football is finished. Football is finished. Why is it DM winning the Ballon d'Or? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that?" And then since then, when he said he was going to come back 10 times stronger. I didn't know he was going to come back 100 times worse. You always love to talk about, give me the 2 flex. What's his Brazil moment? Scoring a hat-trick against Paraguay. Is that his only moment for Brazil? He has done nothing.
Paraguay, bro.
He has done nothing since then for Brazil. He hasn't stepped up for Madrid this season. We can all be critical of Mbappe. Hey, at least Mbappe scored a 3 kicks today. Why is it when every time Mbappe shows up in a final, they lose, by the way? Anyways, but Vinny right now is just trash. I don't know what to say about Vinny. Like, Rodrigo, people can say, oh, he's an underrated baller, this and that. Rodrigo was not going for the Ballon d'Or last season. The dude that was trying to go for the Ballon d'Or has gotten worse. So he better show up this summer, next summer, and for Brazil at the World Cup. Otherwise, yeah, that Ballon d'Or shout that you were trying to get and all HH crying, oh my God, football is finished. Oh! No. Vinny is just ass cheeks. He is not going to be that guy who can lead Madrid. He did last season in the Champions League. Kudos to him. But they also had Joselu, who stepped up in the big moments.
Mike, relax.
True. Imagine.
Well, so it's 1 hour break. This is all we're doing. Barry, treble, is it happening?
Right now, let's say we're at 45%. Yeah, let's say we are. Yeah, we're at 45%.
I think we didn't see that, Gallo.
Copa del Rey in the bag. La Liga. I still want to, be careful, but things are looking like it's pretty much done. And UCL, yeah, that Inter matchup is going to be difficult. So I just have to see what happens. And even if we make the final, PSG, very dangerous team. They have the tools to break down the high line, and Arsenal, they're on amazing form, good momentum, so they can
and revenge for 06.
Can you use your jinx, whatever the fuck, out of the window, please? Yeah, they're on a good momentum, so anything could happen. So we're at 45% at the moment. 45%.
Zombies, treble.
Zooming to my VR.
Can I speak after zombies?
Yes, sir.
You still haven't decided which one you had to pick, by the way.
Zombies, treble.
Nah, who made that photo?
Two great moments.
But no, as far as treble wise, I mean, look, we got the Copa del Rey, so I mean, 2 more to go. As far as La Liga is concerned, I think we could win it. I mean, we got like 5 games left, so I would say our best bet is to. But see, here's the thing though, because damn, look, Real Madrid, I think we can beat because it is at home. The other teams, I think Espanyol, Athletic Bilbao, and Villarreal. I think those are kind of going to be very. They're gonna be kind of somewhat tricky, but I think we can probably pull it off. The hardest team that we have to face will be in the UCL, and that's Inter. That'll be somewhat of a that will be like the challenge. And honestly, HH, I know we passed some tests with certain teams like Real Madrid and Bayern just to see where we're at. Inter, I think, will be the test.
That's a tough team.
Yeah, and look, if we can pull it off at home in the first leg, then we should be good. But like I said before earlier, if we lose by like a 2-goal or 3-goal margin, then we're screwed. We're screwed. But look, if we can beat Inter, then hell yeah, we gotta go all the way out in the final. We got to.
AK, talk to me.
I think it's possible. It's plausible that they could win a treble. I mean, the Copa del Rey they've gotten in the bag. The league, for me, it's most likely in the bag. The issue is the UCL, and I think the thing with Inter, I know they're not in the best of form, but the issue is the matchup. The matchup for Barcelona is tougher when they play Inter compared to when they play a team like a Real Madrid who will try to attack, who don't have a great structure in midfield, who you can exploit. But Inter, it's not like they're a dangerous team on the attack, but there is fewer holes for a team like Barcelona and the way Barcelona play to exploit something.
Sorry to interrupt you, AK, but you could make a case that, and people saying Barca have got this. Arsenal probably outplayed Madrid over both legs, probably in a better way than Barcelona did. So it's not a given. But sorry, go on. AK.
So that's the thing. Overall, I think Inter will be a tough test if they can get past Inter. I do agree, to be honest, with Money Mace. I think PSG will be a harder team just because I think the way PSG plays, the difference.
So PSG would be harder for Barca, you're saying?
Yeah, because the difference between a PSG and a Real Madrid, we always talk about Real Madrid having those front players in attack who can exploit the high line. Difference is PSG have that plus a midfield that can control the ball very, very effectively. Barca do not have the physicality battle over PSG, if you want to say. I think the way you can beat PSG is by physically overwhelming them and getting into them that way. I don't think Barca have the physicality edge over PSG. So it'll be a very tight game, but I think they'll be better equipped to exploit the high line because they have those nice controllers from deep. They have the fullbacks who can go in behind. I think Barca will score goals in that game. I think PSG will also score goals. Against us, they have to hope that they get Arsenal in the starting in the final, because Arsenal in a final versus Barca, it's tough. It's
revenge
tough.
for 06. Revenge for 06.
I mean, I didn't witness 06, but I was 1 year old during 06. So, shout out to them.
God damn, AK.
Shout out to them. But I don't see any revenge happening because I'll be well. Barca will beat us.
Did you know that? I want to actually see all of their faces when Arsenal lift up that trophy.
Bro,
I want to see your face when
Arsenal.
There's some people
I didn't say my face. I said your face. I'm not involved.
There are people of drinking age that haven't seen Arsenal win a title.
I mean, the thing is, shout out to Gabby Z. Gabby Z hasn't seen Arsenal win a trophy. Shout out to him, but
AK, listen not to vibes. This is the football hangout.
I
think you go to both hangouts, Bishop. This is not the vibes.
And she's seen a lot of things.
I mean, overall. But I mean, but overall, I know the UCL hangout. I know the UCL hangout is tomorrow. Right? The UCL preview is tomorrow.
Yes.
But I'll be honest, bro. Arsenal, the thing is, Arsenal, the way they match up with Barcelona, I think Barcelona will just overwhelm them. I think Barcelona just overwhelm Arsenal. I think they have a better chance against PSG because PSG are not as focused on the press as much as Barcelona.
How many of Arsenal's injuries will be back?
Wait, quickly. So, okay, what percentage would you give Barca to win the treble this season? If you could give a percentage.
45-55. 45% they will, 55% they won't.
Damn.
Wait, HH. So HH, why don't you think any team can do the treble?
So here's my theory.
Because you're the GOAT analyst. So
Yes,
go.
So let,
now listen to his PSG argument.
Let the GOAT
argument.
analyst spit some rhymes. My thing here is look at all the teams who've won the treble. You would argue these are exceptional teams. Now, this is a very good Barca team. Would you put this Barca team in the same realm as the Inter 2010, the Bayern 2013, Bayern 2020, and the thing in 2015? And again, I told you I have two ages. My alternate age remembers the 99 United team.
Yeah, but HH, if you
and that 99 United team.
You proved yesterday that you were 40.
No. But HH, hold on. Think about this. Any team that wins trebles nowadays are not as strong as the 2010s or so. Even Bayern 2020 will be put out lower than
wait. Bayern 2020, I know he's fat now. Gnabry cooked. That was peak Lewandowski. That was Lewandowski at his.
Yeah,
that was like the
Bayern
end of his full
2020.
peak.
Hold on, Bayern 2020 versus Bayern 2013. Who will win? Who's better?
I'll keep it real, bro. That 20. Wait. Did okay? I don't know, bro. No. I think 2013 win, but Dante's peak was not the defense in 2013.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The treble winners of the past, like,
but I tell you guys, I always forget City. I always forget these dudes. What
that's my point. Everybody forgets that
every single time. I always forget these guys. What you say?
Everyone forgets that.
It's proof so that maybe these guys are fake here. So
no. Everyone forgets that because the field is not that tough. Let's be honest. It's not that tough.
No. Wait. Hold on. No. Sorry. So basically, my thing though is this is a very good Barca team. It is very good. Put it this way, I just want to see what Wednesday looks like because all those other teams, there was a seismic difference between they were very much exceptional beyond the field, and they were set apart. I think this Barca team are good, but I want to just see how the match begins Inter. Because I think it's a good match for Inter. But if come Wednesday, these guys smoke them like, oh shit, these guys might do it. So my trump card is I think Inter is who stomps them, which is why I don't think a treble is going to happen. And also, guys, let's be real. We're not living in a world where Ousmane Dembele is a treble winner. That's not happening. I'm sorry. So
give a footballing reason as to why PSG can't win the treble.
Hold on. Football reason now.
If that happens.
Now, hold on. We'll talk about this obviously on Sunday, but I'll give you a little preview here. This is not a jinx. It's not a reverse jinx or anything. I think that Arsenal is a bad matchup for PSG. I think it is. Like Arsenal will wanted PSG, not Villa. Now, if PSG goes through against Arsenal, bro, I think PSG can, because I think PSG can beat either Inter or Barca. I think they can. Because I think PSG will match up well against those two guys. But I think Arsenal is a bad matchup for Arsenal, I think.
This semi-finals is even. It's not really, and there's no wild shout or unpopular opinion for any team to beat anybody in this semi-final.
Oh, no, true. Which is why it's good. But it's just that the way that PSG play, because it's such a plan A, and the way that Arteta set us up, PSG can beat them. And yes, I know Kivicha wasn't playing during the league phase game. And I don't think Ousmane Dembele was in that game. I get that. But I just think that structurally, I just think it's a good matchup for Arsenal. But as you said, Gatlock, the beauty is it's pretty even all throughout. There's not a strong Wait, hold on. Mike, and then I'll come to you, KJ. Mike, what are you saying?
It just depends on who turns up.
Because you keep talking about being an exceptional team, but let's not act like Ardius can rebuke me if he wants, but that 99 United team, they needed Arsenal to lose in the second to last game to conquer the treble. Same thing with the Champions League final game. Like they were losing for 90 minutes, and it's not like they were exceptional teams either. Inter 2010, they weren't fantastic. They were good defensively, HH, and they obviously had the likes of Eto'o and Diego Milito who are phenomenal. Why can we not act like this Barca team are not phenomenal? Yes, they have their liabilities defensively, and they felt some adversity today in the Copa del Rey final. But Pedri has been unbelievable. I would take Pedri this season over any Inter midfielder from 2010. Easily. Pedri.
My only pushback to the 99 sort of thing is that when you can, because we're looking at the whole treble, right?
Yeah.
So like when you
and honestly, the path they had to go through.
Yeah, of course. I would definitely say the Champions League path for Man United was unbelievable.
And that was also a very good Arsenal team. Yes, it's the last day.
That FA Cup semi-final that Arsenal team arguably is, and that team's better than Invincibles. I see Michael's point, so to speak. So, but like I wouldn't say that it was an easy or easier sort of.
No, I'm not saying easy, but I'm not saying that they're like the greatest team ever, like treble wise. Obviously, what they did was phenomenal for them. But like, AJ, do you want to say that Inter team was phenomenal in 2010? Who are they going up against for the Scudetto?
Oh, is this always what we're doing? Is what we're doing right now?
I'm asking you. Who did they go up against
I know. Yes, it was Roma. Bombers Roma.
Yeah,
fine.
Exactly.
Who did they beat in the UCL semi with one man down?
AJ, that second leg was the definition of terrorism.
With one man down, thanks to biscuits.
Well, obviously Busquets did what he had to do, but that was pure terrorism. Pickable, yeah, and 85% ball possession. I rewatched the game a couple of weeks ago. That was terrorism from Inter. But I rated highly.
It's called good.
And then in the Champions League final, I thought they played really well. But it's like,
No. But Mike, you have to understand me. Mike, this is an excellent Barcelona team, and if they win the treble, they deservedly so. I'm waiting for Wednesday. I just want to just see how these two teams match up against.
It's also the lottery of the UCL. Like, bro, any team can beat any team in the UCL. So just saying they can win a treble.
We've seen Pep's Man City lose to Monaco. We've seen Porto dunk on Sir Alex at Old Trafford. Like, anything can happen in the UCL.
Bro,
and Barcelona,
with the way
throughout this season, people said, maybe Bayern Munich could beat them with the Montjuic 4-1. Benfica over 2 legs, smacked them up. Dortmund, they smacked them up 4-0 at the Montjuic. What more tests does this Barca team need?
To be fair, people were saying Arsenal had no chance at all against like Madrid, and they were saying that Arteta was washed and a fraud, etc. You know,
and it was 5-1.
Look, put it this way: if you're Barca or we'll focus on Barca. If you're Barcelona, you will feel that if you beat Inter, they'll believe they're winning the final. Like, I think if you're Barca and you face against PSG or Arsenal, hard game, it's a final. But Barca will think that this Inter is the real tough one. And if it gets to the final, we play again.
I'll be honest. My only reason.
Wait, hold on. What's that, Mike? What's it, Mike?
I was just going to say, I can't wait for the reaction. If Barcelona destroy Inter 4-1, then HH has to realize that this is
wait, hold on, Mike. If it's 4-1, we're inducting that Serie league, bro. 100%. That whole league gets inducted.
How are you going to induct the Serie A, bro?
You think Inter is like Real? You think Inter is Real 2012 with the way HHB happened them up?
Barry, let's see what happens. Okay, Wednesday may come and Barca may bend them over and do them like Shea did to Michelle. That may happen.
Damn.
So
honestly, my feeling is whoever wins the Champions League is just whoever turns up the most.
Wait, AJ,
exactly.
So just a question. So
AK,
Arsenal PSG's on Tuesday and Barca Inter's on Wednesday.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, and then obviously it's then flipped. So basically,
I thought
basically Arsenal and PSG will now know who they'll face.
Yeah,
in the final.
I thought both games were on Tuesday. I was like, shit.
Semi-finals are never on the same day.
What is that?
Damn bloody fool.
AK. No, AK. So wait, hold on. AK.
Semi-finals in any
AK. No. AK. Relax. AK. I need you to just engage your brain for like about a few seconds. So AK.
I've engaged.
AK. Hold up. Champions League occurs on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Nah, because
wait.
I'll tell you why.
AK, let me land. Champions League happens on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have semi-finals. So AK, if they had both semi-finals on Tuesday, what do we do on Wednesday?
Nah, I'll tell you why. So on FootMob, you know FootMob, the app. Right?
Yes,
they give you a schedule of the games.
Yes,
I checked it like 3 days ago. I checked it, and it said both Barcelona, Inter, and Arsenal PSG were on April 29th. They had both games on the same day.
Wait, hold on, hold on,
you
hold
could
on,
just,
hold
you
on.
know, there's Google, right?
AK, is this Africa?
That's all you need.
No, no, no,
You
no,
need
no.
to engage your brain then.
AK, screw, no, AK, screw fuck mob. I know UEFA are bricks and these guys are psychos. They can't be dumb enough to where Champions League nights is Tuesday, Wednesday, and we
Yeah,
have
why would they
two
do that?
semi-finals.
No, but
Yes,
No,
you're correct.
wait, AK, hold up. What would happen on Wednesday?
You're correct.
No,
You're
no,
correct.
AJ,
You're
forget,
correct.
no, forget that. In the history of football in this 20, since you've been alive, actually, since in the history of football, in any semi-final, Copa del Rey, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Nations League, and when has there ever been a semi-final that'll be on the same day?
Why would UEFA that's all about money? Why would they fumble the bag and put
Nations
two
League,
games on
even
the
their
same?
semi-final is usually on
AK,
Thursday.
you're
Come on,
Usually on
understand
Wednesday and
that.
Thursday.
No. The simple thing though is what happens on Wednesday? Just vibes.
Yeah, vibes.
We just spend
That's just how good. That's just how
we spend time with friends.
Oh, just one thing, Mike.
Wait, sorry, Barry.
Yeah, Mike. Off topic. You boys won, man. You happy?
Aye, man. The Clippers are frauds.
Yeah, I saw the
I'm
Nuggets.
gonna try and go to Game 5. Let's see.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
Shout out to the Flippers, man. What was it called? So Gatlock, what are you saying? Barca treble?
Well, AJ, can I go?
Oh, okay, sorry. I mean, KJ, and I'll come to you, Gatlock. KJ, go for it.
Honestly, you see.
Wait. Okay, so Gatlock and then KJ. Gatlock.
No, you see, the past trebles, right? They've been at this stage of the season. They're usually like it's just the inevitable.
Yes.
2020, we knew.
Well, okay. Well, in my alternative age, we were not sure about United, bro, because we didn't think United would beat Juventus, and we didn't think they'd beat Bayern.
I wasn't conscious of football back then, so I didn't live through that.
And also 2010, Barca. We thought Barca would go back to back, based on what they did the year.
Yeah,
previous.
That one.
So,
you see that
the Champions League is always.
We definitely would have went.
The Champions League is always up and down in that kind of scenario.
Yeah,
but Citizen was almost inevitable. I mean, Gundogan.
Wait. No. A guy from Congo and a guy from Buenos Aires screwed everything over.
No.
If that dude from Buenos Aires and that dude from Congo showed up.
Well, also
that's why it's inevitable. Okay, they had Lukaku on the other side. What was he going to do? Okay, after what he did against Croatia, which always makes me laugh. I always watch that thing back because that always makes me laugh. What he did against Croatia in the World Cup, we knew he was going to break it up. 2015 was inevitable, especially after Messi showed up in the first leg against Bayern Munich. Which other trouble is there? 2009 too was also another inevitability. So it's that kind of scenario. But this one, it's tight. That's the reason why it's hard to tell. Especially for PSG. You see, PSG and treble, PSG and Champions League already didn't make sense. Especially with this team. But PSG and treble, that's crazy. They just lost recently, but they had already won. So
it doesn't matter. They've already won. So
it didn't matter. But people were saying they might go invincible. That didn't happen. Honestly, I think PSG can win the Champions League. The thing I think they'll lose is their cup in France, but they win that many times, so it's hard to tell. I don't see them doing the treble, PSG, but Barcelona, you see, they've already beaten Real Madrid. I'm expecting them to do the La Liga.
Wait, hold up.
Out of all
wait, Gatlock. They're losing to Reims in the final. Reims.
I don't care who it is.
No. That's so they can't beat Reims.
Who knows?
Reims.
I don't watch. I don't watch Liga.
I don't care. Gatlock. They can't beat 20-inch rims. They can't beat 20-inch rims. They can't beat those guys in the final.
Look, anything can happen. Okay. Nice Brest has beaten them before. So anyway,
if they were playing Nice or Lyon, you could say some shit like that. But Ream, like, come on.
Okay, even if they went down, they'll still probably lose Champions League. But who knows? I just don't see anything.
And also, sorry, by the way, KJ, if PSG scam their way to a treble, you're not invited to that hangout, bro. You realize that.
Why is that?
If they win the treble, you know that will look bad on Mbappe. Bro.
I'm not invited.
Bro, they can win a treble.
You don't want that.
Wait, guys, hold up. Guys, hold up. Hold up. Do we really believe PSG Dembele will win a treble? Like, realistically speaking,
You're
as
acting
in
like
real.
Oh, you're
It
acting like
can
it's not
happen.
possible, man.
It can happen. It can
You're
happen.
acting like bums like Nabry haven't won a treble. Like, be
Yeah,
serious.
Nabry has a treble, man.
This guy is just jinxing it. This guy's actually just
Literally.
jinxing.
Why would I?
What's under the pot?
Why would I want Usman
Bro,
Dembele
you
to win a treble?
secretly want to go all the way back to 2017 when he signed from Barcelona. You want to pull up those receipts and say that you were right. That's why.
Okay.
I know you.
Weird
I've been
bird,
watching
weird
you
bird.
since
That's weird bird. This
2016,
is
bro. I've been watching you since then.
They call your ass in 4K.
No, AJ.
They call you in 4K.
Wait, hold on.
better not let-
Weird bird. No, that's
Damn.
Okay, let me just finish it. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
Shame is not an emotion.
Look, out of
Let
all
me go
the
after
teams
Galo.
left-
Let me go after
yeah.
Galo.
Hold on, Gatlo.
out of all the team left, the only team I know that has actually shown that they can turn up most times is Barcelona. In the league, Copa del Rey, Champions League, they've shown that even when they are down to 10 men, they've shown that they can turn up. That's the reason why I'm putting them as favorites to win the Champions League. And I put them kind of as favorites to do the treble. Other than that, the other teams are still a threat and they can still beat them. So, well, we'll just have to wait and see, man.
KJ, talk to me.
All right, so I think you're underestimating Barcelona. I do genuinely think they are the favorites for the Champions League. Partly because they're just so good offensively.
So
and
hold
no
on.
one
So
can seem
wait,
to stop them.
we're talking treble. So do you think they're the best placed team to win the treble?
This guy.
Who wants?
Hey, let me go.
Yeah. He just.
So, AJ, you've been giving people bricks off.
I know,
pitch,
no.
man.
And they still count. They still count towards your brick total. Kenny, Barca treble, is it real?
No, of course it's real. But I think like other people say I would I disagree.
Drop a couple more. Drop two more. Drop two more.
Yeah. No, but yeah,
For the culture. For the culture.
I would say that I'd give PSG a bit, like I'd say 60-40. I'd give PSG a better chance just because I feel like the league is more securely wrapped up and
More securely.
they're
They've
gonna-
already
they-
wrapped
they're
it
gonna-
up. Like it's over.
they're gonna be yeah. So
Kenny, they've already won it, so you
Yeah,
can't
yeah, no, they've
securely wrap
already-
it up when
yeah,
it's already.
Damn, these bricks are flying today.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
It's,
no,
it's a brick for you, bro.
It is moving like a horse, man.
But yeah, no, of course, like
No,
yeah,
it's
like,
just Argentina.
but yeah, obviously, PSG already have the league wrapped up. Like they're beating Reims. So yeah, for me, it's the and like
Reims.
Reims. I do think that that PSG have a better chance of beating Arsenal than Barcelona being Inter. So that's why I would put PSG favorites. I'd give PSG more of a chance of winning the treble. But yeah, but Barcelona, I like I said, they just won the Copa del Rey. For me, they're probably going to win the league. Bar any catastrophe, bar any crazy stuff happening, they should win the league. So yeah, there's a big chance for them to win it. There's a really, really big chance for them to win it. But I would give PSG the edge.
Elijah, talk to me. Are they winning the treble? Barcelona.
The shit I've been hearing here, man. The bricks have been flying. Oh, this stream, bro. Y'all are so
No. Gatlock has produced most of them.
Hey, look, I've been right. I'll stick to that shit. I've been right.
No,
I have the uncomfortable comments, man.
I mean, overall, I think it was entertaining. That football match, honestly. But everybody's already spoken about it. It's just this treble thing.
Why do you keep that comment up? It is, bro.
Elijah, continue.
No, I mean, trouble's possible. I think Barca really needs it. I don't know what's the next game after this.
Inter.
Inter Milan.
Inter.
Oh, it's Inter. Ooh.
You didn't know there was Champions
Wait,
League.
And then after
Yo, first we
Please
had
tell me-
8K.
Elijah,
First we had 8K
for like the last hour.
Tuesday.
Elijah, so all this time you didn't know that Barca's next game was
No,
Inter?
HH, I just asked that. I cannot ask question. No,
No.
my question, my thing is because HH.
No, but wait, Elijah, did you know that Champions League was next week?
Yes, I know Champions League.
So you knew Champions League was next week, but you didn't know that Barca.
That's stupid.
Yeah, these bricks are coming.
All I'm saying is, bro, if HH was as harsh as himself as he is with us on these bricks, bro, be the brick door winner undisputed, bro.
Now, my thing is, I've been saying this for the longest, bro. I get Yamal is maybe one of, if not the focal point, but I'm sure Gatlock has also said it. But overplaying this kid is
child abuse, UNICEF.
Overplaying this kid will be the downfall, because I think where he goes, that's where Barca follows. Now, I think it'll be an interesting game Wednesday. I think they'll come through maybe like a 2-1, but to win the treble, I think PSG. They'd rather play PSG. They don't want to. I don't think they want to play Arsenal.
Woo! Hold up. Okay, so you say that if Arsenal make the final against Barca, they get revenge and Arsenal win their first UCL. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Okay, relax. First of all, HH.
I've heard her revenge a couple times in the past years. I think I haven't gone the way.
We've heard revenge quite often. It doesn't really happen, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience. You know, this idea. But HH, my thing is, Arteta will be. You see, Osama was bad.
All right,
but
Elijah, let's
wait, what?
Elijah,
I'm telling you, Arsenal plays Barca in the final. Osama was bad. Arteta is worse.
Okay, let's not.
I'm so serious. Now, it's possible, but I think either way, HH, you lose because Barca wins the treble.
You know, I once had a classmate called Osama.
Elijah, what you say? Elijah, what you say?
Where did that come from?
Elijah, what you say? Elijah, what you say? Elijah, what you say? Elijah, you know that you could just keep talking.
I'm continuing. My thing is,
how old are you? Just asking.
HH, the thing is, HH, in this situation, you don't. We don't win in any of these.
Yo, these slaps and bricks is going wild.
Inter winning the UCL is bad for you, aka
how?
Tims. AKA Tims. And the way you disrespect Lautaro, it's bad for you.
Wait, I don't know, bro. I am literally the only guy who defends Lautaro. I'm the only guy who defends him.
Don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. The things you've been saying about Lautaro since Copa America, I'm just saying. What else? Arsenal, especially if Arsenal wins that UCL and you can get past the Garden of Eden from Sweden, and like United and the Tottenham wins the Europa, Lord have mercy for the city of London. PSG.
You meant that, Elijah.
I'm just saying.
Elijah, don't let Tottenham beat you at Anfield tomorrow and ruin our post-match hangout.
What do you mean? What ruin what?
Elijah, I spent time to put a thumbnail with the trophy and Liverpool thing. So don't let me waste my efforts and waste that Hangouts thumbnail and you get pimp smacks by Angie Martinez from Sydney.
We're talking about Copa del Rey, not King Charles First Division.
If anything, that's bad because then it means that Liverpool have to go out against Chelsea. Which would
Thank you very much.
Also, Elijah, by the way,
he's pushing me.
Elijah, we're not giving you a God of Honor.
We're not giving you a
God of Honor.
Whether you like it or not.
No. Elijah, we don't do God of Honors. Sorry, no. We're not giving you God of Honor.
Your club has done more God of Honor.
Out of here. God of Honor, my house. Get the hell out of here, bro.
My thing is, like I said, you're not a winner in this situation. Especially if PSG does that damn treble. You're 19-year-old there, leaving, and then PSG does something.
PSG winning a treble. What?
You know that can happen, right? If that happens, that's gonna be a shit stream for you, man.
He won't do the stream. The thing is, knowing him, he will not do the stream.
Oh yeah, you won't. He'll push you out. He'll push you out of stream, bro.
There'll be no stream. He'll be like,
and then hold on, Elijah. Isn't a certain Ousmane Dembele wins the Ballon d'Or? You do know that's worse, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, AJ, you don't win in this situation.
Okay. Elijah, do you really believe we can live in a world where Dembele is a treble winner? Do you believe that world is a serious proposition?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's time to the last.
No. Elijah, I didn't say it's impossible. I said, is it realistic?
Yes. The Arsenal.
What do you want a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
No, that was theft.
Wait, Elijah, hold on though. Isn't it even more worse if a certain 17-year-old does a treble before Mbappe?
See, that's what I'm trying to get him to understand. That's what we're trying to get him to understand. He's not understanding.
Mbappe is old news, man. We're in with the new guy.
I can't lie. If Dembele wins a treble,
Elijah, he needs to Elijah,
oh.
he just needs to understand that he brought this on himself.
Yes.
You brought this on yourself.
Wait, hold on. Chris, shout out to your boy Wink. 8 pounds, you can do anything. Shannon, okay. All right.
Damn.
All right.
What is the 8 pounds? What is this 8 pounds?
So, Gatlock, do you want to comment on this, Gatlock? Gatlock, you have anything to say about this dope, Gatlock?
First of all, I was going to ban this guy, but because you say, "Oh, I'm removing your super chat," I decided to keep him on. I wasn't born in 1832. Thank you very much.
Allegedly.
See,
allegedly.
If I was born then, you would have seen me.
Bro,
what do you mean by that?
I was born in the
2000s. What does that mean?
He was born then. We already know he was already alive like two.
AJ was chilling with Socrates in the classroom, man. He was there for a long ass time.
Shout out to your boy played so much. Look, guys, my thing here is, can Barca win in treble? Of course they can. And of course they have and everything, and there are many narratives going through, but guys, a treble is hard. Chelsea won to without the if you remove the
don't
ref
know what it's
interference.
like. You don't know what it's like.
If you remove ref interference, we have
Zoom into my
thing, see, guys, a treble is tough. A treble is hard. Like
what treble do you have?
That jersey.
A treble is tough.
What treble do you have?
You know when you won the Champions League, they showed the
as a guy who speaks fluent treble,
the number on it.
You need that
concentraciones. You don't even know the alphabet of the language.
You need that concentraciones.
Didn't the guy jersey lose the UCL semi-final to Steve Finnan? Didn't that guy on that jersey?
Delusion is good, man, but you don't have to flat out lie. That's how.
Aren't you guys in sixth place?
You can't take this away from me. You can't take this budget.
You know. I know this is not about Chelsea this stream, but if your team loses,
wait, hold on, Mike, Mike.
No, I know this is not a Chelsea.
Wait, hold on, okay, Mike, and then.
I know this is not a Chelsea stream, but HH, you have to realize, if you lose to a Swedish team managed by a manager from my country, fucking Jurgården got a Finnish manager. Oh, that cookout might be generational. You might actually end your channel right there.
Mike, we're not losing to the Garden of Sweden.
Yeah, come on, man.
So let's keep it back.
There's things have happened.
My fear is.
Are you winning the trophy though, HH?
No. My fear is because we've pimped back all these fruit sellers. Are we going to make the step up? So if you're Fiorentina or a Betis in the final, that's my fear. Mike, we don't lose finals. Sorry,
you
lost.
We
lost finals, baby. We lost finals. Mike, we don't lose finals, Mike. So I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Hey yo, it's zoom into my V. Zoom into my V. Zoom into my V.
Yeah, they watched the
Artist, don't you dare. Don't you
dare. No, I've got it. Don't worry.
I'm just saying, let him cope.
You know, no. When I said we don't lose major European finals, we are unblemished. We're unblemished.
What treble have you won?
Hold on. You think I'm counting 08? No.
we not beat you in 2019?
You're not counting away. Why?
No.
Pull it back up.
I said major European finals. We don't lose major finals. A Karabuk is just a major final. And also always doesn't count because they cheated. That's cheating.
Super Cup. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, put it this way.
Super Cup is
if he gets past the garden, if he gets past the garden of Dujardin, we don't lose finals. but the look, people are calling it the Jewish garden, so I don't know about that.
Well,
but okay, yeah, there we go. So my thing here is
Corinthians.
My thing here is let's just come top 5. As for mascara, make sure you come top 5 because guys, I don't think you understand. We are a Champions League club.
Top 5.
That's where we belong.
In December, HH.
That's where we belong.
4 points behind
Elijah, do you have this? Do you have this, Elijah? Do you have one of these?
We have 6 of those.
Okay.
We have 6 of those.
Okay, do you have one of those, Elijah? Do you? I don't think you do.
You shouldn't be talking, man, because they got 6, you got 2, man. You shouldn't be talking. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold up. Have you ever beaten a club in their own home ground in the final? Have you?
I feel bad. That's why clubs still.
Yeah,
suck
we
ass,
did. We
man.
beat them in Russia.
You see, I'm not saying anything right now. I'm just letting them go.
That's what happened.
Even Kenny's giving up. Kenny's giving up.
My thing is, it's not. The Champions League has not cooked because it's been missing Chelsea. You can't have the Champions League without Chelsea.
All right, bro.
That's like Chelsea and the Champions. Like it's guys, come on! Like this is
Kenny,
like
I'm
the
sorry.
this
Kenny,
is
I'm sorry.
this.
Kenny, listening, I'm sorry, man.
Kenny,
sorry.
you don't deserve
Anything
it.
bad happens.
Wait, hold on.
You know why? I'm sorry.
And guys, let's be real. I am buying a Bilbao jersey and I'm buying a Man United doll with pins in it.
So the juju's in the world.
Guys, I'm buying a United doll with pins in it, bro.
Why you put it in the pot?
Please do.
It's just gonna be watching that game the same way Rudiger was staring at that referee.
Hold on, bro. But sense, my blood.
Yo, someone get that. That's so good, that motherfucker.
Oh, no. For that United game, I'm doing on my juju like. So here's the thing.
Wait, hold on.
That is wild, bro.
Yeah, that one's
No, but my thing, the guy, let's be real, like no one wants United to win that. Like, here's real. How do you have a team 17th winning a Europa, a major European?
No, I think
that's disgusting.
Isn't Tottenham 7th? Isn't Tottenham 16th?
Elijah, they are both down in 16th.
Wait, can I say one thing?
Barry, go for it, man. Go for it.
Yeah, you know what was hilarious last week? I remember you was saying, so United, even though they're 16th, if they win Europa, they're the UCL. But Chelsea, you said, so if we win Conference League and we finish 6th for Europa, if you addition these two, we should be in UCL. It killed me because he was doing the plot. He was additioning to make a case for the UCL. What do you see?
Look, Barry, hashtag complete the set, baby. Like if we win the conference, we're the only club in history to win all European trophies.
Yeah,
Real who? Barca who? Bayern who?
It's absolutely irrelevant. Regardless.
But the thing is,
Casey, you're gonna be jealous. Jealousy is the root of evil.
We're gonna have another trouble. We're gonna have 3 troubles. We got 3 troubles.
Okay,
Casey, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
Wait, AJ, you do know we do another treble. That's 3 trebles.
Casey, don't be jealous. Casey, don't be jealous. If you completely said, don't be jealous. If you completely said, and also Casey, the border is closed. No loans. The border is closed. Okay.
If these guys play
moving.
Stay there and speak Catalonian. Hola, chico. Hola, arriba. Stay over there, bro.
I can definitely tell you that's no problem.
With all due respect,
yeah, that's
moving to Chelsea is like willingly moving to a third world country like this. Come on, like why will you do that? As for can I speak on like Barcelona at least?
Before you do that. Casey, now let me explain to you.
Yeah.
The finals I count are major European
Casey,
finals.
It's 7.
Casey, our first Europa League final, what up, baby? Our second Europa League final against us, what up, baby? 08, we got cheated, so that doesn't count. 2012, what up, baby? 2021, what up, baby? Casey, we don't lose major finals. I'm sorry,
So
we
hold on.
don't.
So
We
in
don't
your
lose major finals.
Hold on.
Let
Did
me
you
just
lose
guess.
in 07, 08?
No, but he
Did you
said
lose
they were
at
up. So
07?
No, I don't count it because they
Okay,
cheated.
hold on. So
No, because a certain Terry had fell when he had to do
Cheats.
penalties.
Casey, what do you want? Casey, what do you want?
So in your club's history, you have just had like 4 finals in your 100 and whatever. Like,
Can I respond? Can I respond?
Bro, it's your channel. It's your channel, bro.
So my response is, it's not how many finals you go to, it's how many finals you win.
What?
Wait, what?
So wait, AJ, so you're telling me
that's crazy. So no, Liverpool has won like 6 finals, right? So Liverpool has won. Liverpool has won like what, 8, 9 major European finals. Barca has won.
It's 9. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on, Casey. In other finals, did they ever beat a top team in their own stadium in a final? Did they ever do that?
Roma, yeah. Roma,
So
the year we beat Roma at Roma. They were
Roma is a good team. What are you talking about?
Elijah, I will drop a nuclear warhead on your
but he's
head
not
if
wrong.
you
Roma
put
is a good
Roma
team.
and Bayern Munich in the same galaxy.
But Roma is a good team at that time. Like, what are you talking about?
You asked the question, we just answered it.
And I'm saying that Roma and Bayern are not in the same galaxy.
So at that point, they were better than Bayern.
Chelsea's 2012 win is the greatest Champions League win of all time, based on
You
what
won
we
on-
had to do.
first of all, you won on
Yeah,
fouls.
whatever.
You won on fouls.
You know, HH, you know what clip you need right now? You need John Samuel when he's talking about the clickbait journalism. That's what you need right now. That's
this
you.
is literal
Wait, hold on. What's this way guys say? Okay, so Casey, talk about Barca. Casey, will Barca win the? Casey, will Barca win the treble? Yes. Why do you think they'll win the treble, Casey?
I don't
Let's
Yeah,
win the league.
that's
The
a
next
disease,
thing-
man.
Yeah, he
My
didn't
guy's
Okay. The next thing is we need to beat Inter first, and then via the lead, like one game at a time.
Continue.
Yeah,
This guy says via the lead. Continue.
Bro, they're fighting relegation, man. Like it's gonna be a
No,
tough
they're
game.
relegated, Casey.
Oh
They're
yeah,
done.
they're relegated.
What? I think that's a certain song.
Wait, who got relegated?
By the
lead.
I think
No,
that's
but-
a certain
No,
someone.
but regardless, like I'm still a little bit worried about Espanyol because, bro, they always like show up against us. At least
Oh
at
yeah,
their home.
Espanol. Yeah, that was the one. That
Every
was
single time,
the one I
and
was
they
talking about.
and they have arguably the best goalkeeper in the league right now. So that's the game I'm worried. Of course, Madrid, like they want revenge.
Casey. Don't. Casey, just Casey, I can see through you like a mirror, bro. Don't.
Casey, don't let him. Don't let him do his.
How can you see through a mirror? How can you see through a mirror?
Shout to
No, that's a bit, bro. This
No,
guy,
that's actually a good question.
That's
How
a
can
new.
you-
All right,
Yeah.
Wing. I'm not reading that out. I'm not reading that out. Wing. I'm not
How
reading
can
that
I?
out.
You
I'm
just
not
you have
reading
to
that
explain
out.
like
Shout
how
to
can
Wing,
you?
but Ring. I'm not reading that out.
That is true, though.
And also,
No,
wait,
yeah,
this. No, hold on. Let me be clear. I used to watch this a long years ago. Right now, I don't objectify women.
Yeah,
That's
but
this is just old knowledge from when I was morally wrong and ethically wrong. I'm a better man now.
by
Agents will be saying names of females we don't know about. Like,
Kenny, this was back when I was wrong. Now I'm much a better man.
And
So.
guys,
HH, I might
that
have
was
to-
yesterday. That was yesterday, by the way. Like that's
I might have to say that your knowledge about that area, of that thing, is better than your ball knowledge.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Bro, I haven't even heard of the girls like
so
this.
you
This
might
guy
you
talks
might be
about.
the goat analyst in the wrong. You might be the goat analyst in the wrong field.
Kenny, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, man.
Nah, but bro,
Yesterday when you said I've done my research, I was dead.
No, but how?
Okay,
I was at a Knicks /Barca/Arsenal supporting bar, and bro, like these guys, like they think they're gonna win the treble, like Barca fans, and they're Knicks fans
really?
also. So it's probably like they're delusional.
Okay, wait, so who's more delusional? Knicks fans, Arsenal fans, or Barca fans?
Okay, let me just tell you one thing. If we win the championship, right? If Knicks win this ring, I'm putting Jalen Brunson top 5 of all time.
The fact that you said
time.
if the Knicks,
Yes,
if you,
yes.
Yeah,
the
If-
fact
if
that
you
you said
said-
if the Knicks win the championship, you're already like, come on, you get
But so already that's already a bit.
No,
a bit
I'm just saying
already.
Brunson is
Yeah,
top 5 of all time. Bro.
HH. the Knicks when they win like one playoff, New York goes crazy.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Look,
the city
look,
goes
let's
insane.
talk about. Guys, look, but it's been real. One love. I'll see you guys tomorrow. One love. Peace out. Peace out.